What's up, y'all? Bruh. Type of 1 in the chat if you guys can see and or hear me. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys cannot see and or hear me. Bruh, man. I don't know how they let him go, man. Apparently he really is slippery. You know what I mean? Apparently he's way more slipperier than we gave him credit for, men and or women. Yeah, the P Diddy verdict is crazy, man. I cannot believe they letting homie go. What's up, Anaya Salvador? What's up, Godspeed Forever? What's up, Sweet? What's up, Verse? What's up, Andrew? What's up, DJ? What's up, the Pharaoh? What's up, MD Junior? Yo, hey, make sure to type a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear all the audio and see everything and whatnot. Type a 2 in the chat. You guys cannot see the audio. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Aka? Yep, 1,000 cases of baby oil. Word. Like, what does he even put it on? Like, is he just like loading it into like a shower? Does he have like a shower and it's showering over him? And then he goes in the room like I did. Yeah, we're gonna edit that out. What's up, Devontae Edwards? What's up, Jaden Johnson? What's up, Trip? What's up, Kenny? What's up? Yeah, P. Diddy's loose, man. You know what I'm saying? They're letting him back loose. What do y'all think? I can only imagine what you guys think about the fact that they're about to let the diddler loose. The diddler. The diddle. You know what I mean? Apparently you really can't fiddle with the diddle. You know what I'm saying? Because homie, he's getting out and everything. Hey, what's up, Anaya Salvador? Hey, what's up, Neek Neek? What's up, Scar? What's up, that boy? What's up, Jex? What's up, Andrew? What's up, Gregory? What's up, Alexis Corral? What's up, that boy? Yeah, man. Bro, so apparently he got convicted he didn't get convicted on sex trafficking, which is really messed up because on one end, it's a good thing that he didn't go to jail for stuff that he just got lied on for. You know what I'm saying? But on the other end, like, he did hit Cassie. And, you know what I mean? That's not cool. So even if, you know, they was lying on him to try to get him in jail, you know, just shouldn't put your hands on females, even when they deserve it. What's up, the Pharaoh? Especially not when they deserve it. What's up, Jaden Johnson? What's up, Nocturne? Yo, he was found guilty on 2 of the 5 counts, so he could face prison. He's probably gonna get out with he's probably only gonna go to jail for 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna walk in, you know, hopefully they don't make him bend over and cough, but he gonna walk in, you know what I mean, get his clothes, then turn around and walk right back out. He won't even have enough time to catch syphilis from any of the bare surfaces that's on the inside of the jail. Because if you don't know, now you know. If you ever go to jail and you go in a holding cell, never put your face on a raw surface in a jail. Yeah, I'm saying, I swear to God, there's no name for the diseases that you'll probably get. Type of 1 in the chat if you've ever been to jail and in a holding cell. Type of 2 in the chat if you've never been to jail in a jail holding cell. What's up, CD? What's up? What's up, Jonathan the Gamer? Hey, I have an amazing vid for a super chat request today. Yo, W's in the chat for Jonathan the Gamer, bro. Appreciate you, homie. What's up, Mark Rackay? What's up, Elijah? What's up, Ralph? Diddy, guilty as a motherfucker. Look, this is what Diddy is guilty of. Listening to his girl. Diddy is guilty of fulfilling his girl's fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know this as a fact, but chicks that remind me of Cassie, I can tell you exactly what happened. What happened was this. You know, Diddy's always trying to, you know, do stuff with Cassie, nasty stuff. And, you know, of course, because they're dating and whatnot. And, you know, Cassie tells him, look, I don't want to do that stuff, okay? I don't like You wouldn't like me. This is exactly what she said to him. I can guarantee it. You wouldn't like me. I don't like regular type of snoo activities. Me, which is Cassie. Cassie's like, oh, I want to, the stuff, my fantasy is being with, a different dude that you pay for, and then, you throw a huge party all using your money, and then you give me 100 grand, and then he costs 50 grand, but I'm gonna tell you, he costs 100, and she gives him 50. She gives the male model, the manstitute, probably like what, 20K, pockets the other 80 in the bank, and then she does that like 20 times a month, all on Diddy's dime. You know what I mean? And then if he ever makes her super duper mad, or like, starts becoming super clingy, and it's as smooth as butter. And it's as smooth as butter. Hey, what's up, Sally Jones? Yo, what's good, Twinkle? What's good, Sins? What's good, Cheyenne? What's good, Itayoshi? It's a Yoshi. What's good, JBG? What's good, Mooschiff? You know what I mean? What's good, Brehan Sutton? What's good, Hats? What's good, Dead Baz? What's good, Brad Mask? What's good, Star Rules? What's good, Daniel? What's good, Astro? Yeah. Type of 1 in the chat if it's not lagging. Type of 2 in the chat if it's super lagging. What's good? What you been on? What's good, man? Bruh. So today, I'm not even gonna lie, I want to do like a live stream reacting to all of the diddlers, case studies, and all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I also got some nuke stuff I want to check out. You know what I'm saying? I also got a couple of games I wants to play with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But those are some surprises. I got like a couple of scary games. You know what I'm saying? That's understandable, Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I feel like YouTube is like low-key new to streaming. I used to stream a whole bunch back in the day. Type of 1 in the chat if you guys remember when I used to stream way back in the day, like on YouNow and on my PS4. You know what I'm saying? Like playing Resident Evil. Type of 2 in the chat if this is your first time ever seeing me stream. You know what I'm saying? Ayo, Retro Editor Studios. I'll thug shake the phone, you know what I mean, for the super chats if you can spell my name perfectly. You know what I mean? Only if you can spell my name perfectly, bros. Yeah, that's wild, bruh. So that's wild to me that like Diddy could do all of that. I feel like the only reason why he even got put in jail in the first hand is because he put his hands on Cassie. You know what I'm saying? As a dude, you cannot do stuff like that. You can't do stuff like that at all, bros. You know what I'm saying? All right, Retro Editor Studios, what is a thug shake? You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell me what a thug shake is. Is this a BHD story time? High key, low key. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna tell you guys some stories of stuff that's happened to me like this. You know what I'm saying? I've had females try to hit me with Diddy accusations and whatnot. And it's really messed up because I wish the world was a place where, you only get accused of stuff that you actually do. But nowadays we live in a world where, all you got to do is just, all it's got to be is just a female get mad at you, bro. Like, all you got to do is reject. I've gotten more allegations from rejecting women than anything ever. You know what I'm saying? So, case in point, right? Oh my God, I got this one situation low key where this chick, she was down to be my secretary for free. You know what I'm saying? but like she wanted me to give up some snoo, and like, you know what I mean, I ain't do that. Like I ain't doing it. So, you know what I mean, like she mad now. You know what I'm saying? Now, I probably won't run into an allegation from this, but she's pissed. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I was at this college party. You know what I'm saying? I was at the college party with a big group of my friends and whatnot. We all kicking and having a good time. These three ratchet females, they see me turning up on top of the big water fountain, because it was like 1,500 of us. We were all freaking turning up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, I forgot what party it was, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah. So I'm turning up at the party, and these three females, they approached me. They're like, "Ooh, yo, you cute." And I looked at them, and they all looked like they had lots of children already. All right, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. She looked like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all three of them looked like they had a lot of kids. You know, real ratchet looking chicks, do-rags and shit. All of them they all looked like they were currently with child. I was like, nah, that's not really what I want. So I ain't say nothing. I just kept dancing and doing my thing with my big group of people, right? Bruh, tell me why within 15 minutes of me rejecting those three women, they went and got the security and told them that I did something. They told them that I looked suspicious and that they thought that it looked like I had a knife. I think they told the police that I pulled a knife on something. It was crazy. I was like, word. And then security approached me, like, as we're all, you would think it was like a bunch of fire ants, you know what I'm saying, all going the same exact direction and whatnot. You know what I mean? Oh, that makes so much sense. So it looked like a whole bunch of it looked like a big herd of fire ants all moving in the same freaking direction, right? So as we're all leaving the venue all together, because there's so many of us, the security, they all come find me and approach me. They're like, yo, these three females said that you had a knife, like, and that you were like threatening people or hurting people, like. And then he checks me. He literally checks me. I had a backpack on me. I let him check my backpack. I'm like, nah, man, I don't have any of that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, okay. Well, they came and they told me that. I don't know why they would tell me that. Why would they tell me that if that's not the truth? And I was like, I didn't want to tell him, like, well, because I told him no. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's one of the pitfalls. That's one of the few pitfalls of being seen as an attractive dude. You know what I'm saying? Females are way more petty than guys when you turn them down. Way pettier. Type of one in the chat if you've ever turned a woman down and then she did something jacked up to you. Type of two in the chat if you've never turned a woman down and she's never gotten mad and done something to you. Yeah, we're gonna say we're going to let's see. Yeah, it's wildin'. It's wildin'. Yo, I'll give you a hint on the vid. It's deep dark water. Dang it. Hey, what's up, y'all? All right, so we going through some gates, so give me a second. I'm gonna mute y'all. Yeah, the audio's off. Give me a second, y'all. We you know, yeah. Cool. Hey, can I get the tower number or unit number? Because I'm here. I'm at the gate. All right, so they say 907, but you need the tower.
Yeah, that's the unit. I need the tower, whether east or west.
Whether east or west. West.
West.
Yeah, is it 322 or 222?
It's 222.
222. Okay, I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Cool. What's up, y'all? Yeah, I'm saying, but yeah, I'm saying it's weird because it's a good thing that Diddy got off because technically she lied on him the same way Heather, what's that chick's name? Heather, that chick that lied on Johnny Depp. Like she lied on him technically the same way that Heather chick lied on Johnny Depp. Yeah, I'm saying like, oh, he did all this horrible stuff and it was forced. In all actuality, none of it. It's like she was with it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Amber Heard. Yep. She lied on you know what I mean? She lied on Diddy the same way Amber Heard lied on freaking lied on Johnny Depp. You know what I'm saying? And that sucks, dude. We've all like type of one in the chat if you guys remember Brandy and her trying to lie on me about that type of shit. And even though me and Brandy, I've never even tried to see Brandy. Brandy's tried to get at me, and I literally told her no. Like, type of 2 in the chat if you don't remember the story about Brandy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, you two, man, stay up. Let's see. Yeah. Mother. Wow. You can't make that type of stuff up. That makes sense. So that's not the best. Alrighty then. But yeah, OG fan. Appreciate you, Brodies. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so peep game, right? So back in the day, I had this female friend of mine. You guys remember her? Her name was Brandy P. Something. I forgot. Brandy P. Jackson. I don't remember her name like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, with that being said, hey, what's up? Bruh, 907. Alright, so peep game, right? I had this female, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys like all of the beginning when I first met the chick and whatnot. Let me see. So I first met Brandy way back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Way back in the day. I forgot how the hell I met her, but we ended up becoming cool, right? Like, yeah. She started talking to me and trying to kick it, all that other whatnot, right? So at one point, you know, I've known her for like 5 years. I knew her for 5 years before I started doing YouTube, right? So when I start to hang out with her, type of 1 in the chat, if you guys can, if you like, type of 1 in the chat if there's no lag right now, type of 2 in the chat if there's a ton of lag right now. There might be some lag once we get into this elevator though. Audio? Nah, you guys can hear me. Brandy P. Diddy. You guys are hilarious. Brandy P. Diddy is hilarious. Number 9. 9. Hey, yo, Castanillo Gavin. What's up? Hello, Gavin. What's up? Hey, appreciate you for the super chat, bros. Bill Cosby, more like Cosby. Hey, that's nice to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Technically, since he's getting off, he wasn't even Bill Cosby in the females. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I guess he did get accused of Bill Cosby stuff, so I mean, you know, I suppose. Hey, what's up? Hey, so understandable. Yeah. So how do I go up? I just get in there. Okay, cool. Hello. Yeah, yeah. This is for the unit, right? Yeah, on the ninth floor, right? Hey, hello. Okay. Good lord. Yo, W's in the chat, the bus eye. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bus eye. Yo, hey Blast, I won't be sending any donations for Super Chat for right now, and I do apologize for that, but I'll be in your streams anytime, and I love you. Yeah, no problem at all, Busai. It's cool that you won't be sending any donations for Super Chat right now. That's cool, bros. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat for Busai. Bruh, all right, so we waiting on somebody right now. We are in the lobby. My bad, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so type of one in the chat if you guys can see the live. Y'all can still see everything. Type of two in the chat if y'all can't see any of this. Hey, what's up? What's up, Brad Mask? Yo, what's up, GGH? What's up, Devontae Edwards? Yo, you guys got good energy, man. Hey, what's up, Kenny? Where the buzz? Bruh. All right, we back, y'all. A silent kill. Bruh. Who the hell? Are they calling me? They calling me. Bruh. Bruh. All right, what's up, y'all? What's up, Niagara Falls? Your support of Diddy? No, I don't support Diddy. Now, I would have supported him if he hadn't hit Cassie, but I don't support man beaters. You know what I'm saying? I don't support that. You know what I mean? So, but, you know, I do support him not going to jail for stuff he was lied on about. I support that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like I said, I've had chicks try to pull that crap on me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I had this one chick hit me up online. Give me $50,000 or I'm going to tell people that you tried to date my little sister. And I was like, no. Like, I have a lawyer. I literally have a lawyer for these things. So, and then one of her female friends hit me up and was like, yo, you know, be careful because like that girl and she was a mod in my Discord. That girl that, you know, is a mod in your Discord, she does this type of stuff. She'll hit you up and then if you don't, like, she'll ask you for a bunch of money. And if you don't give it to her, then she'll have like her little sister or her family members or something like that. You know what I mean? Like say that you did some terrible stuff. So yeah, that chick hit me up. She was like, yo, either you give me 50 G's or I'm going to tell everyone that you're this horrible, terrible person or something. You know what I'm saying? And she said, yeah, I'm going to have my little sister make the video and it's going to be a hit piece and you're going down. And I was like, well, you know, my lawyer loves defamation of lawsuit character. My lawyer loves defamation of character lawsuits. So feel free to make sure the video is well edited. I will be reacting to it the same way I reacted to Brandy's videos. You know what I'm saying? That shit was hilarious. None? That shit had me rolling. That shit. Oh, damn. I forgot to hit that chick back. But yeah, it was hella freaking funny. You know what I'm saying? That's extortion. It is. It is. It just is. It's just extortion, man. You know what I mean? Like, and it's messed up too because the way I grew up, I used to believe everything the females told me. You know what I'm saying? Whenever a girl told me that she had a situation and a dude did something to her, I believed her. And because, you know, she would usually have me go with her to talk to the dude about not doing it again. Now, I don't believe none of that no more. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? It's a great way to get yourself in jail. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah. It's a great way to get yourself put in prison, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, what'll happen is a lot of these females, a dude won't give her money or buy her a car or, you know, kiss her anus or pay her rent or something. And then she'll call a dude that I used to be like she'll call a dude who I guess we would call a simp or a dude who, you know, believes women over men or just believes anything women tells him, right? You know, that's technically a simp. A dude that believes anything a woman tells him without doing any research, right? Because once I started doing my research, when females would hit me up and be like, he's hit me, and I do some research, 9 times out of 10, I found out that wasn't really the truth. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, before I was doing my research on these type of things, bruh, I had a situation where I almost went to jail for life. For life. You know what I'm saying? For believing a female. You know what I mean? Like, you really gotta freaking be careful with that type of stuff, you know? It's wild how that works. It was more than the boy at the end. Oh, bruh. It's raining. Yeah. Nigga. Alright. We see what's good. Dang. Alright, we see shelter. Bruh. So. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had so many females try to lie to me about that type of stuff in order to get me to, you know, like, get them stuff or, you know what I mean? Like, so I had this one chick actually try to lie to me about that shit, right? And so what's really wild is that's why I tend to stay out of people's business nowadays. Like, you know what I mean? Their relationship business. Because there's 2 sides to every story. There's 3 sides to every story. What he said happened, what she said happened, and what actually happened. And you know what I mean? You don't want to mess around and go to jail for something other people are doing. You feel me? For real, for real. That's what's up. What's up, Brehan? But yeah, you do not want to go to jail for something that somebody else is doing. We about to hit up Chick-fil-A, bruh. I am hungry. Type of one in the chat if we should hit up Chick-fil-A. Type of 2 in the chat if we should hit up Kane's Chicken Place. Type of 3 in the chat if we should hit up Wingstop. Type of 4 in the chat if we should hit up what's that place called? It's like this arcade that has a bunch of food there. You know what I'm saying? Dave and Buster's. That's definitely the one. Dave and Buster's. You guys are saying 4? 4 100%? Understandable. Chick-fil-A need to open on Sundays. Hey, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Bruh. Being the hood posted up. I mean, we're all human, you know? I love going outside. Grew up going outside. They all have stocks in Dave and Buster's. All right, you guys. If we reach the yeah, I mean, we can make this a BHD story. All right, so type of 1 in the chat if you guys want to set a super chat milestone to go to Dave and Buster's and have me just tell a bunch of BHD story times. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys want me to go home and like do some videos and whatnot, because I'm either which way. We're gonna have a good time either which way. For real, for real. 1s and 2s, man. 1s and 2s. This female looks like a guy. Understandable. Here you go. Let's see. Love those story times. Understandable. I didn't do that tip. Yo, I'm really getting tired of Uber tipping without my permission, bro. Like, I'm really getting sick of that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is like the 4th time they just tipped themselves. Oh, you know, I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? Understandable, UP. What's up, Nemo? What's up, Cisco? What's up? Bro, I'm getting tired of Uber, man. They be playing these games. Yeah, good. Hey, what's up, Zeke? Nigga. Hey, what's up, UK? What's up, bros? Hey, what's up, Kenny G? And they don't give the driver that tip. I didn't know that. Where do they send the tips at with the Ubers? I didn't know that was a thing. Do you mean to tell me the tips go to the company? That's wild. Yup. Come on, baby. Yeah, I want some food. Nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna head home and just Uber Eats. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, what's up, TFB Studio? Bro, I done heard some of the funniest stories ever Ubering. You know what I'm saying? Funniest stories ever. Bro, I'm not gonna repeat this last story I heard, you know what I'm saying? Cause that shit was wild. You know what I mean? It was way too crazy. Man. Bro, it's actually like the lightning is striking out here and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so yeah, I told you guys, you know what I'm saying? So I used to have that assistant chick that tried to come at me with that type of like, you know what I mean, those type of lies and whatnot. So, peep game. This is what happened back in the day when like I was cool with Brandy. So, Brandy came to pick me up to give me a ride to school, you know what I'm saying? Well, give me a ride to work and shit, you know what I'm saying? And when she came to pick me up, hold up. Ooh. When she came to pick me up, you know what I mean? She was like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, yo, she was just giving me a ride to work, right? Well, it was a job interview for work, you know what I'm saying? It was at the Palace Station. So she picks me up in her, it was like an Expedition, but it was like real toe up, real messed up type of car, you know what I'm saying? So she comes, picks me up in the car, and she starts driving me to work. we get halfway to work, right? Like she's telling me all these stories about this and that and about how dudes be treating her bad and they be like whooping her ass and beating her and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I still don't wish that upon anybody. You know what I'm saying? Even Brandy don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Even though she is a shitty female, nigga. Like, nigga, Brandy is a horrible, terrible female, bro. I wouldn't wish that chick on anybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that is a... The guy that marries her is going to be a very, very unhappy man. So, with that being said, what's up, y'all? Eyes will type of 1 in the chat. If you guys can see if there's no lag and whatnot, type of 2 in the chat if there's lag everywhere. If it's like super laggy and whatnot. You know what I mean? Hot. Damn almighty. Oh, wow. This nigga just starts talking about doo-doo? That's wild. Hey, what's up, Akabus, boy? What's up, Lele? What's up? What's up, Nigeria Falls? What's up, Kenny G Walk? What's up, Jay Darius? What's up, Travis Worley? What's up, Eric Boy? What's up? Nigga. What's up, Zeke? You know what I'm saying? Yo, appreciate the compliment, Brody. What's up, Layla Bayla? What's up, Anonymous? What's up, SL Bando? What's up, Scriptic? What's up, J Darius? What's up, Billy? What's up, Jeffrey? Water? My nigga. Huh? Nah, I don't need it. You good. See ya. Hey, what's up, Zeke? What's up, Brehan? What's up, Tiresome? Bro, I know how you feel, man. I was just in the bank a little bit ago. Ran out of water. What's up, Kenny G? You know what I'm saying? Oh, snap. That's on me. Yo, what's up? What's up, Zeke? Yeah. What's up, Billy Texas Games? Bro, it's raining hard as hell outside, man. For real, for real. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's raining hard as hell right now. For real, for real. What's up, TFB Studios? You say you from Minneapolis? Bruh. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Byron? It's the word. What do I think about the Diddy trials? I mean, I like it. I'm really glad with the outcome. He's only going to jail for the shit he actually did. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like the female trying to lie on him by how she was sex trafficking him and kidnapping him, and how he was using his money as a weapon to force her and coerce her to happily bone man prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, no problem, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, no problem, bro. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he didn't get charged with stuff, you know what I'm saying, like that he didn't do. Because that means the next time a female tries to lie on me, like Brandy, oh boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, her allegations go fall as flat as Miley Cyrus's butt cheeks when she twerks. You know what I'm saying? Her butt cheeks are really, really, you know, like pancake back. You know, she got pancake butt. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? How much did I buy my chain for? It was a gift. My chains are a gift. Yeah. Stay up, man. Yep, Richard. What's up? Free Diddy. Yeah, he does deserve to go to jail for blowing up Kid Cudi's car. You know what I'm saying? I never thought a person as like rich as Diddy would be so clingy. Cause like Diddy is super duper like clingy and thirsty for Cassie, and You know what I mean? Like, why would he? That's crazy. Like all the stuff he was doing, because that stuff has a little landslide type of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying with the whole Brandy thing or whatever, she came, she picked me up for my job interview. You know what I'm saying? Halfway to my job interview, she looks at me dead in my face. We should smash, or we should. She said the actual term, Maurice, we should have sex. And to which case I responded to her because at the time I had a girlfriend that was far attractive than Brandy, which is not hard to do. You know what I mean? There's no no W's in the chat, man. It's super easy to get a woman that's more attractive than Brandy. It's not a, you know. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I got a girlfriend. Now, if you guys don't know, if ever a girl tries to like mess with you or do stuff with you, the best way to tell them no is to tell them that you have a girlfriend, even if you don't, because that's the only thing that they'll like switch the subject up. Anything else you say is rejection, and rejecting a female can get you an allegation faster than if if you just gave it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So look. So this is basically what it is, right? Cassie. These are the charges that he's apparently facing, right? So forced prostitution. So basically, Cassie would hire all of these dudes from Cassie would go to Diddy's very very rich high level parties and find the dudes that were so attractive that they were able to make females pay for it, right? So she would go to those guys and be like, yo, I'll give you 20 G's if you pipe me out in front of the Diddy dude, right? In front of the diddler, right? And he'd be like, 20 G's? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit, say less, bitch. So then so then Cassie would go to Diddy and get him to give her like 100 G's, right? And Cassie would give Diddy 100 G's. Diddy would give Cassie 100 G's to pay to the Manstitute, the male prostitute, because that's what she said, the price was. She would take 20 G's of it, maybe even probably 10, to the Manstitute, give that money to him, pocket the rest, probably put it in her bank account, and then, technically, the dude has been paid to bone her in front of him. So now she gets to make Diddy jealous by boning a different dude in front of her. And she makes 80 G's per dude that she does that with. And on top of that, now that dude is, she's going to keep boning that dude. So, with that being said, she then turns around and then charges Diddy with sex trafficking. He forced me to do it by giving me money to do it. He forced me using money. He forced me using money, guys. One day, I'm going to be doing a live stream, and I'm going to be like, guys, Rihanna used her money and her influence to force me to have sex with her. I'm the victim. I'm the victim. Yo, that is, I'm saying? That's a superpower, bro. I wish I could do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, having a vagina is a fucking superpower. You know what I'm saying? Every female basically has Superman between her legs, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Marvel, every female pretty much has Marvel superheroes, you know what I'm saying? Like the Avengers, Age of Ultron between her legs and shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? So yeah, officer, he forced me by giving me $100,000 cash to bone this dude that was 20 times more attractive than him that I found at his party that I forced him to throw because I told him I'd break up with him unless he kept throwing big parties. I'm the victim. I wish. You know what I'm saying? Like, But like I said, you know what I mean? I still think he should do time for like hitting her, because that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? I think he should do time for blowing up Kid Cudi's car, because that's a sucker move. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, how does P. Diddy not understand that if he replaces the female that's not, you know what I mean, that's not running the butt cheeks, he won't be getting treated the way she treats him anymore? Why does he think that staying with her and giving her more and, you know what I mean, like doing more extravagant shows? It's like with Will Smith. It's the same thing with Will Smith. Diddy has a Will Smith complex. If you look at how Jada Pinkett Smith describes the parties and all of the money and extravagancy that Will Smith has surrounded her with, she hates it. Bro, go back and look at her Red Table talk. You know what I'm saying? Listen to her explain about Will Smith throwing her the biggest, most extravagant birthday party she's ever had in her life. She was like, oh, I got there, and I was just like, ugh, disgusting, like, ew. Bro, I've been where Will Smith is at. I've been there, and I got treated the same exact way. That's why I stopped doing that shit. That's why I don't fly females out. That's why I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a chick, you know what I'm saying, like, she got real good energy and shit, she's real go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, she's in the anime. She like all the stuff I like. You know what I'm saying? She like to cook for your boy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got like a high something drive. You know what I'm saying? Then, like, you know, like she got a high enough that drive. Then, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'll probably fly her out and stuff every once in a while. But other than that, I stopped that. I've had that happen to me, bro. I lost the love of my life by buying her shit. I never trick off on a female ever again, bro. I lost the love of my life tricking off on her, bro. I spent like $3,500 on this female that I was like super in love with, bro. And she treated me like I was the lamest nigga in the world. Like, after treating me like I was the awesomest nigga in the world. And the only real thing that made sense was that I bought her too much shit, took her too many different places, and treated her like too much of a prize. So you know what I mean? I had to end up dumping her. You know what I'm saying? Gave her right back to the streets. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Gave her right back to the streets. You know what I mean? Yeah. A creativeness, I want you to guess. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, creativeness. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to ask you what got you into Femboy Cooter, because your name is creativeness. You're obviously, like, you know what I mean, up to the knuckle, you know what I mean, foofy, you know what I mean, like, you know, super creative, way more creative than me, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, creative, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're 1,000,000% wrong, bro. I am super straight. You know? I am super duper straight, bro. Let's see. Unhide. Yup. I'm super straight, man. You know what I mean? That's it. If I was on the spectrum, I'd be super straight. That's it. There's nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, with that being said, you know, it's good that you go after what you enjoy. Creativeness. You know what I'm saying? That's good that you get what you like. You know what I'm saying? But me, I am only into women. You know, I've been spoiled my entire life pretty much with females. So that's all I like. That's all I've ever been into. And I'm not changing. You know what I'm saying? Ever. I didn't say anything was wrong with it. When did someone say there's something wrong with it? I didn't hear that. Yeah, I'm saying, to each their own. Potato, tomato. Yeah, I'm saying, I enjoy, my sister enjoys ketchup on her ice cream. Doesn't make her a bad person. It just makes her different. Yeah, I'm saying, like, I don't like celery. People out there enjoy celery. I hate carrots. I can't stand carrots. You know what I mean? I can't even eat them. Every time I eat a carrot, I get a headache. You know what I'm saying? So, You know what I'm saying? I don't like carrots. Walking down the street, see somebody eating carrots, you piece. I can't like. There's none of that. You know what I'm saying? I dated a female that really loved carrots. You know what I'm saying? Her name was I'm not gonna say her name, but she was really, really cool peoples. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my sister eats ketchup on her ice cream. I don't even know why. I don't even know why. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Couldn't even put my finger on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. She was pretty much Bugs Bunny. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? So this girl, Brandy, man, she's giving me a ride to work and whatnot, and she looks at me and she says, like, yo, we should mess around. And I'm like, oh, I got a girlfriend, so I can't. And then she's like, well, we should do any stuff anyway. It doesn't matter if you have a girlfriend, we can still do stuff. And I was like, I can't, you know what I mean? I got a girlfriend and blah, blah, blah. And it's because I turned her down and would never give her snoo that later on she decided to make a video about how I am lusting after her. I want her so bad that I just couldn't keep my hands off of her. I needed her so. Type of one in the chat if Brandy is the type of female that's worth going to jail for life over. Type of two in the chat if Brandy is not the type of woman that's worth going to jail for life over. Bruh. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what's up. Yo, you guys got hella good energy, man. You know what I mean? Yo, I appreciate the compliment, M. Gother. You know what I'm saying? Damn, that's wild that they're selling Diddy's house, man. You know what I mean? That's what's up. No, there's no woman that's worth losing your life over, going to jail for life over, or doing illegal stuff, or trying to grab butt cheek. Yo, W's in the chat for seized. W's in the chat for seized. Yeah, it is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It is pretty crazy. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? The only time I ever categorized Brandy as an unattractive female is after she tried to lie on me about that stuff. Before that, I would just lie to everybody, include myself, and be like, oh no, she has a good personality. You know what I mean? But, after she tried lying, I was like, oh, I'm good. But, I mean, she's still a good person. She's just not my type of friend. You know what I'm saying? She's just not the type of person that I really wanted around me at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's funny too, because, but yeah, it was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I never laughed harder in my life than when I saw her video. Type of one in the chat if you saw me react to the Brandy allegations, because I've never laughed harder in my life, bro. I can guarantee you, I've never laughed so hard I fell out my chair like I was playing a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare game. Like, that's how hard I laughed, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You know what I mean? Yo. Oh, let me help you out. Oh, let me see. Oh, hey, Goon Gun, at what point did you figure out that you lying about stuff would make it better? You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. The Brandy reaction should still be up. It's comedy gold, bro. It is comedy gold, bro. I've never laughed harder at anything than when I watched that video, bro. It's so funny. You know what I'm saying? I laughed so freaking hard. For real, for real. Yo, what's good, chat? You know what I'm saying? You haven't seen it? Yeah, y'all should go watch it, bro. It's the funniest thing I've ever done, bro. On God, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, it was, bro, because look, I want you guys to imagine there's a female or there's a person out there that wants you, that is literally the last person on earth you would ever think about doing stuff with. Like, if there was no other woman on earth and you needed to bone this chick in order to repopulate the earth, she would still have to pay me. She would still need to give you money. Like, that's what this chick, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you look at her, you know what I mean? You're like, you know what I mean? Like, she's the type of chick that your girlfriend of 8 years breaks up with you and you have no one else. And you look at her and you're still like, I still wait. Yeah, I'm still gonna wait. Give me like a couple months. Give me 4-5 more months. If I ain't found nobody new in 4-5 months, then I'm gonna give Brandy a chance. You know what I'm saying? And then in that 4-5 months, you still ain't found nobody. You still ain't found nobody else. You go back and you look at a picture of her before you hit her up, and you're like, give me another 4-5 months. I think I can wait another 4-5 months. You know what I'm saying? But I think she understood that, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, she kept throwing it at me and whatnot. Yo, I appreciate the compliment, bros. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, Brandy is the type of chick that real niggas pull out of. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I'm going to keep it real with you. Brandy is the type of chick that, like, if a dude smashes her, like, it's not good, man. He going through something, bro. I couldn't tell you what it would be, but somebody who's boning Brandy, man, that's a rough situation to be in. You know what I mean? For real. But I wish her all the best. I do. I wish her all the best as long as she gets that best far away from me. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't understand why I've been able to stay away from her for so long. I mean, I was so maddeningly in love with her, is from what she says in the videos. Man, bro, oh my God, bro. I had this one chick, man, she had a crush on me up in college. You know what I'm saying? I was going to CSN. This one chick, she had a crush on me, bro. I did not want much to do with her because she wasn't my type. Baby girl, bro, every day I would go into class, she would sit next to me and just ask me all these uncomfortable questions, right? And it sucked because when I wouldn't answer her questions, she would start telling me goofy stuff, goofy shit. You know what I mean? Bro, baby girl had no game at all, bro. Like, talking to a girl that has no game is boring. It's terrible. Baby girl, I shit you not. She look at me and she's like, yo, you know, do you want to come to my house? My husband, you know, he passed on in the living room, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean? You should come over and meet my stepson, who's like, you know, like, not that much. He's your same age. Yeah, come meet him. I'm just like, yo, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you guys' wildest excuse that you've used not to hang out with someone that had a crush on you because you knew that you didn't have a crush on them back? Hey, what's up, the Masked King Shaggy Rogers? W's in the chat for the Masked King Shaggy Rogers. What it is, Brody? Yeah. What's the title of the clip? Reacting to Brandy's allegations. You know what I'm saying? I should do another one of those, actually. That shit was hilarious. Like, yeah, I mean, it's really funny because in her video, she accidentally put in all these tidbits of, like, that any female that's watching that would be like, oh yeah, she has a crush on him. She has a crush on that guy. She says shit. She says stuff like, but not limited to, I don't understand why BlastphamousHD has so many girlfriends. I don't understand what they see in him. I just want to know what they see in him. I don't understand. Like, I just want to know, why do so many beautiful women treat him good? I don't understand it. She says this like 3-4 times in the video. It's hilarious. You know what I mean? That curiosity she's talking about, that's called a crush. Brandy has had a crush on me for over 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And because I didn't have a crush on her back, and because I would never do nothing with her or consistently do stuff with her, she just decided to make allegations. He wanted me. That's what it was. Everyone believe me. I'm a woman. You know I'm telling the truth. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Hey, Noah Zachary. Yo, yeah, that sucks to hear that you're P. Diddy and that people. I hope you seek out the help that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You told her you had to go do hair. Understandable. Nah. Yeah, it should be emails be when you know what I mean. Like it doesn't happen often. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. Understandable. All right, so type of 1 in the chat if it's lagging super bad right now at this moment. Type of 2 in the chat if it's not lagging super bad right now at this moment. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, bro, that female, bro, but yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just what happens, man. I had it happen again with this other chick I was dating. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to this one chick, and she was like, she said, you know what I mean, what did she got mad at me because I wouldn't be her boyfriend. Accused me of some wild, well, she didn't accuse me of nothing horrible, terrible. She just accused me of like stealing vagina, I guess. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We had hung out, you know what I'm saying? And we had hung out, and, you know, one thing led to another. What was on the second time we hung out, right? We were just hanging out, you know, like kicking it, eating hot wings in a hotel room, not planning on doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? She went and took a shower with us. So anyway, what ended up happening was, like, afterwards, after we ended up hanging out and watching a movie, she was like, you know, yo, I want you to be my boyfriend. And the problem with that was that she had told me that she sucked a lot of stuff when she wasn't around. Like when she wasn't around me, basically during the day, she'd go out and go suck stuff. At least that's what she said. She said her and her female friends would have these suck parties where they would invite a dude and just, you know what I mean? That's what they would do. And I was like, and she never invited me. So I figured that, like, I don't want to be with a female that's having suck parties that I'm not at. You know what I'm saying? So I told her no. I started laughing at her when she asked me to be her boyfriend. I was like, nah, I'm not going to be your boyfriend because, you know, I didn't tell her why. I just started laughing, but I didn't tell her the reason. And that was my bad. That was my fault on that one. Never do that, man. Never do that, guys. You know what I'm saying? Even though we know why, just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You hate that you're on a diet? Understandable. Will, yeah, you got to listen better, man. That was like 2 stories ago. Yeah, you know, understandable. But yo, type of 1 in the chat if you guys have ever been to Las Vegas. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys have never been to Las Vegas. Well, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have wanted to go to the party, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if she would have came through and, you know what I mean? Like, we would have had our own private party, I'd have been down for that. But I'm not going to no place where dudes are, you know, where there's other dudes, you know what I mean? Dude genitalia. That's understandable to Mass King Shaggy Rogers. What's up, Aku? Yo, what's up, Goon Gun? What's up, Jovan? What's good, TFB Studios? Yeah. Yo, hope you guys are having a good, productive day today so far. It's raining. It is really, really raining. But, you know what I mean? Because, like, if I kept this stream up, I would just end up rambling on about a ton of stories, you know what I mean, for like 4-5 hours, you know what I mean? I don't want to subject you guys to that, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, whenever I'm on my phone, I always ramble on, you know what I'm saying? Like, super duper hard. I make sure to ramble on extra just because you guys are here, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I know you guys don't want me on here just rambling on, telling you guys stories about, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, when my little sister was, you know, well, not my little sister. I knew this chick, I considered her my little sister. I knew this one chick, man, she was dating this dude. Terrible stuff. Terrible stuff. Let me see. You know what I mean? I know you guys don't like it when I ramble on. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Yo, I like your energy, Brandon E. You know what I mean? You see this as an in real life story time and you fucks with it. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, type of one in the chat if you guys want to make this a BHD story time subathon. To which case, if we reach, you know what I mean? To which case, if we reach 50 in super chat, you know what I'm saying? I'll stay on for another hour and tell you guys crazy, crazy stories. You know what I'm saying? Tell you guys stories like the goat story. You know what I'm saying? Tell you guys stories like the one where I dated that girl who was pimping dudes. I dated this female pimp, bruh. I'm actually like talking to this one chick right now, and I'm pretty sure she's pimping. Yo, what's up, Barrett Petty? What's up, Sonny Horn? What's up, Barrett? What's up, Jacob? All right, Joe, overwhelming amount of ones. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, we gonna make this mug a BHD story time. I mean, a BHD story time subathon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, y'all, with that being said, the subathon milestone is 50 in super chat. Yeah, I mean, for real, for real. Once we reach that mug, you know what I'm saying? I'll be adding another hour to the story time, to the subathon, and I'm gonna be telling you guys crazy stories, but not too crazy. But, with that being said, if we reach, because I got a story that's so crazy, I only tell it when we get to like a 10-hour subathon. If we get to a 10-hour subathon, you know what I'm saying? Like we would have 9 more hours to go. You know what I'm saying? So if we reach a 10-hour story time subathon, I'm gonna tell you guys a story that is bad. It's not bad, but like it's what, let me see. It's pretty much, I'm gonna tell you guys the craziest story ever happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that I've only told you guys. I don't think I've told you guys. I think I told you guys maybe like once. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, W's in the chat to Brandon E. He just super chatted 7 straight through to the channel. W's in the chat, Brody. Yo, that's what's up. 43 more. And we gonna keep this mug going, man. Bruh, we gonna add another hour on if we reach another 7 in super chat, yo. Alright, so what should I eat for breakfast? Should I eat cereal and milk or should I eat pizza? You know what I'm saying? Or should I Uber Eats some delicious breakfast food? You know what I'm saying? Bro has aura, bro. You guys are awesome, man. All of us have aura. Is that mine? So we got hot dogs, sausages, pizza. I might have to go to the store out this mug. For real, for real. W's in the chat to Brandon E. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hope you're having a productive day so far today, Brandon E. Yo, I can only imagine where you're from, Brody. You probably told me before. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of you guys. You know what I mean? All right, you guys. Yo, all right, so this next story time I'm gonna tell you guys is, let's see. Ooh, there is something I technically, yup, yup. All right, so this story time, I gotta go to the camera store actually. I gotta get like another camera. You know what I mean? Not bad at all. React to Skibidi Toilets. That's a super chat request. If you super chat 50 directly through the channel and or directly through the tip jar, you know what I'm saying? I will go on YouTube and check out Skibidi Toilet. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna stack those mugs up. We're gonna stack up my super chat requests. So the minute that I'm on the computer, the minute the BG Storytime Subathon ends, you know what I'm saying? It only ends when y'all want it to. Once the BHD Storytime Subathon ends, then I'll jump on live and do every single super chat request that's come through. Yeah, I'm saying? But you guys just have to let me know. The hell? Whose car? But you guys just have to let me know, like when you guys do super chat through in the message, let me know what you know what I mean? Like what video you guys want me to react to. And it cannot be Two Girls, One Cup again. You know, I've been getting that a lot lately. I'm telling you, I'm tired of that type of ice cream. You know? Ooh, let's see. Yep. Women don't make sense. They don't. You know what I'm saying? Women do not make sense, Solomon. You know what I'm saying? Solomon B. Spiders. Y'all right. Women don't make sense. Women, like, I love women. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand them at all. You know? And I became a far happier person when I stopped trying to understand women and just went with the flow. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, but women are a lot easier if you do not try to make sense of the things that they do, because none of it will make any sense. Not any of it. None of it will make sense, man. It just won't. I'll tell you, man, I've got some stories, man. I've got some stories. Okay, so, and one of the stories being, let's say, okay, so let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna tell you guys a story about when I got rejected by a really jacked up looking chick. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. It was like years ago. Let's see, way years ago. Haven't been rejected by a jacked up looking chick in a long time. Let me see. Honestly, yeah. Perfect example. No, that's a terrible example. Low key, perfect example, kinda. All right, so here, let me see. I'm about to put the links in the doobity doo just in case you guys want to super chat directly to your boy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Ooh, peak game. Look at that. Let there be light. You know what I'm saying? We can see things now. Can we? Huh? This is better. Far better. Far better. All right, so we're putting the links into the doobity doo. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second, men. Oh, they calling me. They calling me. Swear to God, it better be Ed McMahon with a whole lot of money. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up? Yo. Nigga. Yeah. They might. It's a good chance that they will. I would say order it, then hit them up and ask them if you can. You know what I mean? Yeah, they'll try to charge your card and cancel it. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, damn that. Yeah, you definitely want. Yeah, don't take the chance and get hurt. For real, for real. Yeah, you should. Yeah, yeah. Still cutting into the barbecue rib money. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's good that you don't buy too much in one meat. I like that you got a variety. Mm. Yeah. Ooh. Hot dogs sound good. Yeah. Yeah. I like the really grilled taste when it has the like the 3 or 6 prongs on it, where it has the black lines that let you know it's been cooked to perfection. Yeah. Yeah. I would still say order an Uber. Yeah, yeah. Damn that. Be safe. Yeah. Yep. Order the Uber. Call and ask them first. Yeah. If it's yeah, I mean, like I would say spend the money on Uber, and you know what I mean, just like let me know if you know what I mean, like you just always get me back later if you know what I mean. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, we all know about rents week. I like that it's just this week. That's understandable. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like that you're really on top of things. You know what I'm saying? Like you usually are. Yeah, yeah. That's what's up. All right, cool. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. But yeah, that's one of the things I don't understand about females is voice. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm about to teach you guys. Now, I did that on purpose so I could teach you men out there some real fuck shit. You know what I mean? Some shit that ain't gonna make no sense because women already don't make sense. But it's gonna be awesome for you if you're willing to do a lighthearted experiment, right? Now I'm gonna tell you guys this. Now I'm gonna preface this a story. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to show you niggas. I'm about to teach you niggas some shit. We about to learn some wild shit, bro. Bro, so look. What if I told you guys that your voice tonality and your pacing of your voice is like 9/10 of what women are attracted to. Body language, voice tonality, and voice inflection, voice pitch, and pace of voicing is 9.5. It's like is 9 out of 10 of what women look for in dudes. You know what I'm saying? What a man looks like does not really fucking matter. I could be fat and jacked up, but if you can make your voice sound good, you know what I'm saying? You all good. Oh, that's cool that you're in the Femboys, Bratty Twink. What got you into Femboys? That's hella cool, yo. Hey, I think it's really, really awesome that Bratty Twink is like able to come online and tell everyone what he's into without, you know what I mean, it becoming a thing or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. So Ted HRG, I love your shirts. Yo, what about eye contact? All right, so with eye contact, when you're making eye contact with a woman, when you're talking to her, you want to look at her left eye, then look at her right eye, then look down at her mouth, then up at her right eye or left eye, then over to her right eye, then down at her mouth. It's called triangle gazing. If you don't do it, the conversation will lose energy and get awkward as shit, fast as hell. But if you do it, then she'll feel like you guys have known each other forever, and she just feels this energy about you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you guys have a question about dating or any of that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Perhaps you have a situation right now that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? Well, if you super chat your question to me, I'll see it. But if you don't, it's a chance that I won't. You know what I'm saying? But I will be reading you guys' comments. So I'm going to be trying to not miss you guys' comments. But it's a lot of people. So if I do, then y'all already know what it do. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, you know what I'm saying? We have 43 more in Super Chat. Once we reach 43 more in Super Chat, we're going to add another hour onto the BHD Subathon. You know what I'm saying? Up in this mug. Now, the easiest way to Super Chat your boy is directly through this link. Let me see. Yo, W's in the chat. Yo, what's up? Hey, Facebreaker just sent 12 euros straight through the chat, which is pretty much like 40 freaking bucks. W's in the chat, yo. So that's like 13 bucks. All right, so we're 30 away from adding another hour onto the BHD Subathon, Storytime Subathon. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat, the Facebreaker. Homie says, what's cracking, Brody? Yo, what's good, Facebreaker? Where you from, Brody? He says, do a flip. Yo, that would be 37 more in Super Chat. A Super Chat request is 50 bucks. You know what I'm saying? Either directly through the link that is going to be in the description, well, in the comment section very shortly. You know what I'm saying? Either that or 50 directly through to the channel. You know what I'm saying? And yes, that does count towards the subathon. You know what I mean? Yes, all right, so yo, we putting the link off up in the doobie-doo. You know what I mean? All right, so peep game, right? I'm about to tell you guys some hilarious shit, right? So you guys just put the link to my tip jar in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? If you guys super chat me your question or any type of dating question, or you just super chat me asking me any question or about, you know, like a crazy story time you want to hear. Now, if you guys want me to specifically tell you guys a specific crazy story time, it is 50 directly through my tip jar. You know what I'm saying? It's the quickest way to donate to your boy. Either that or directly through the channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, so with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Here, I got you guys. All right, so with that being said, boy, oh boy. Now, a lot of you guys heard me a second ago. Type of one in the chat if you guys if you guys saw me change my voice. Yeah, you know I'm saying, when I was talking to a girl on the phone. Type of two in the chat if you didn't notice a change in my voice at all. Yo, Facebreaker! W's in the chat for Facebreaker. He just super chatted another 13 straight through the tip jar. I mean, straight through the channel. W's in the chat. Yo, I've been good, man. Yo, appreciate you, Facebreaker. Facebreaker says, how have you been, man? I've been good, Facebreaker, bro. You know what I mean? I've been watching you since like 2015 or some shit. Yo, that's awesome that you've been watching me since 2015 or some shit, bros. Yo, you got good energy, man. Yo, W's in the chat to Facebreaker, Brody. All right, so with that being said, we have 17 more until we add another hour onto the subathon. All right, so with that being said, how many of you guys, so type of one in the chat, did you guys notice? Okay, so type of one in the chat, if I changed my voice to sound deeper when I was on the phone with the girl, or if you could tell I changed my voice. Type of one in the chat if you could tell I changed my voice when I started talking to the girl on the phone. Type of two in the chat if you didn't notice any type of change in my voice when I started talking to the girl on the phone. This is going to be hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Facebreaker is locked in, Brodies. All right, so anyway, so this is what had happened. You know what I'm saying? One. Okay, cool. All right, good amount of you guys saw. Remember, we listen, we don't judge. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to teach you guys some things. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Understandable, Facebreaker. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so this is going to be a lot of you guys' first times learning this stuff, okay? But it's very important for men when you're dating, all right? It's very, very important when you're out there in the dating world. It's so important that the stuff that I'm going to teach you within the next, like, I don't know how long we'll have, but if the subathon is for 10 hours, the stuff I'm going to teach you guys on this live will get you a girlfriend within 3 weeks, even if you look like you belong on my 600-pound life. You know what I'm saying? Not to be mean, but the bigger the person, the harder it is as a guy, not as a woman, as a guy, it is to find dates and girlfriends and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But with the stuff I'm going to show you guys today, it don't matter what you look like. As long as you're around women, they going to like you. Okay? They going to have crushes on you. All right. So with that being said, first thing is, now this is a story. Okay? I'm going to tell you guys a story, and then I'm going to tell you guys how it worked, how to make it work for you. You feel me? So with that being said, I went to the club one night. Yeah, I'm saying I went to the club, and when I got to the club, like it was super lit, super duper crowded, right? They had a bunch of people there dancing, you know what I'm saying? Women was weird, you know what I'm saying? There's one female, she walks up on me, right? This one Mexican female, I'm there for about a good 5-10 minutes, just, chilling in the middle of the crowd, just doing this. You know what I'm saying? Now, whenever you go to a club, the most important thing is to be 10% more lit than your environment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, think of it as going full retard, as was explained to us in Tropic Thunder. You know what I'm saying? In Tropic Thunder, they say never go full retard. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, whenever you go into an environment, you want to be 10% more lit than the environment that you're going into. You know what I'm saying? So, if everyone in the party is doing this, if everyone in the group that you're talking to is doing this, you want to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit more. You feel me? You don't want to be in the party if everyone is doing this. You don't want to be in the party doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you don't want to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna accuse you of being on medicine. All right? You don't want to. So, with that being said, God damn, that's real. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? What you want to do is you want to be 10% higher energy than the crowd that you're talking to. All right? So if you're talking to a crowd of people, basically voice tone out, like your voice volume. So if the people around you are talking like, hey man, like I really like that, you hear and stuff. You want to be like, oh yeah, bro, that's what's up. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, man, that's what's up. Like, you know what I mean? You want to be just a little bit higher percent energy level than what the crowd you're talking to. Now, with that being said, I'm in this crowd. I'm dancing. I'm doing my thing, right? And this Mexican female walks up on me, and she's like starts dancing with me. I don't really like her like that, but I start talking to her a little bit, and she introduces me to her 3 female friends, right? One of them was fine shit. One of them was fine as shit, right? She was fine shit incarnate. Now, when you get around fine shit, you want to match her body language, and you want to, and this is for fine shit. You don't do this with every chick because, there's no point. But when you get around fine shit, I'm talking about Rihanna. You want to match her body language, but not to the point where you seem like a chick. You know what I'm saying? Also, the words that she uses, you want to feed them back to her. This will make her feel like you have known each other forever. And that, oh my God, like I feel like we've known each other for so long. You're like a twin flame. Oh my God, I don't know why, but I'm drawn to you. She'll start saying stuff like that, right? When you hear a female say stuff like that, I feel like I've known you for so long. Oh my God, you seem so familiar. You're so comfortable. Stuff like that you're doing that right. You know what I'm saying? You're doing that right. Now, with that being said, that's what's understandable. Now, with that being said, what happened was this. I met this chick, Mexican chick, she was fine shit, in the club. And when I run into her, I make sure I deepen my voice and I make sure to slow down my pacing of talking because, you're talking to a chick. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to you guys. We're all familiar. We know each other. It don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? But when you're talking to fine shit, you want to, slow down you ready for the vid? Yeah, understandable. Yeah. Yo, I'll jump on. I'm gonna jump on this mug in. Well, we can continue on the computer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Type a 1 in the chat if you guys are down to continue our subathon on the computer. Type a 2 in the chat, and as long as I keep telling you guys stories, I'll keep telling you guys these stories. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys want me to stay standing up and telling stand up and giving advice and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Appreciate you guys, man. You guys have great energy. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the freaking what I was gonna say. Yeah. Understandable. Just talk with us. Understandable. I'll be talking with you guys on the computer. Yeah, I'm saying more than likely gonna start that mug up. Nut. Yeah, we all understand cope. You know what I'm saying? We all know what this is. But understand that, doing entertainment in any fashion of the word is that's just part of it. You know what I'm saying? Roll with the punches. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We making it do what it do. Yo, W's in the chat, the face breaker. Yo, I know what you mean, man. Yo, got off a bar alone, ended up with 2 hookers, and them bitches paid me and my taxi afterwards. That's what I'm talking about. Like, what type of shit is that? Yo, hey, look, face breaker. It be like that, bro. It be like that, bro. Look, I was kicking it with this one chick who tried to charge me $1,500 after we, hung out and whatnot. She was trying to get me to pay her car note. And I was like, hey, yo, Jonathan the Gamer, I got you, brodies. I'm ready for the video. I'm going to be online in, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be on the chat in 15 minutes. Yo, W's in the chat, the face breaker, brody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, face breaker. I'm about to jump on my computer. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it would be hella cool if you came through and stayed for the next stream. The next stream, I'm thinking, yeah, I might play some. Type of 1 in the chat if you guys want me to play Fortnite and tell you guys crazy life stories. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys want me to play scary games and tell you guys crazy life stories. 1s and 2s, boys and girls. 1s and 2s. Yo, you got good energy, Facebreaker 305. Facebreaker 305 just super chatted 13 to 15 bucks straight through the channel again, bros. Yo, 3 more bucks and we are going into another hour of the subathon. You feel me? Yeah. Ooh, okay, you guys want me to play scary games and tell you guys stories. Understandable, Niagara Falls. All right, so I'm gonna start up a scary game subathon in less than 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, what's up, M-Bubs? What's up, KH Loves? What's up, Face Breakers? What's up, Facebreaker 305, bros? Yeah. Yo, you are the #1 super chatter for this entire stream, bros. Shout outs to Facebreaker, the one who drums. W's in the chat for the one who drums. Yo, W's in the chat. He just said 5 straight through the channel, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what happens, yo, I miss watching your old YouTube reaction videos. Yo, funny shit, bro. Hey, look, funny story. I like watching my old reaction videos. Like, my favorite reaction video is the latest jump scare compilation I put out. That shit had I watch it I've watched it 87 times. Like, I'm probably gonna watch it another 10,000 times within the next month or so. You know what I'm saying? Yo, W's in the chat. W's in the chat, bros. W's in the chat to the one who drums. W's in the chat to Facebreaker, brodies. W's in the chat to Jonathan the Gamer. Yo, W's in the chat to Facebreaker. Oh my God. Yo, he's sending us off the right way. So, man, yo, understandable. Yo, man, man, I'm bolding too, man. What's your secret? Cause I'm scared to shave it off, man. How do you do that? Oh, understandable. You're balding too. How do you shave it off? Just shave it off. You know what I mean? Like, you know, women have told me they liked they like rubbing my head and my scalp and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm saying. And you know, so I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you just what you do is you set up a timer on your phone, you know what I'm saying, for 25 minutes, and you say for this 25 minutes, I'm gonna give myself the best full straight cut and all of that you can give yourself. And in that 25 minutes, you do that. You set up the timer and you go for it, bro. That's understandable. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to face breaker. W's, damn it. W's in the chat to face breaker. He just super chatted 13 directly through to the channel, bros. Thank you, my guy. W's, yo, hope you guys are having a productive day. Hope you guys are having a productive afternoon. You know what I mean? Happy July 3rd. I still haven't gone and gotten my fireworks yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, dude, I still haven't gotten my fireworks yet. Where can I get fireworks at this point? Like the illegal ones, the ones I'm not supposed to have. So with that being said, right, so when I met this girl, now Facebreaker 305, but the stuff I'm about to teach you and the stuff I'm about to teach Busai and the stuff I'm about to teach, yo, Hardstyle 64 just super chatted 20 directly through the channel. W's in the chat, man. W's in the chat. Yo, I hook up with this white girl and she told her friend about me. Yes, women are like billboards if you do certain things to them. But yes, I'm going to teach you guys that too, but that'll be a secret type of that. That'll be a real high level of membership that I teach y'all those secrets, man. No, oh boy, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm not gonna say any of that stuff. They were best friends, but her friends was curious about me. Yes, that's my boy. Hardstyle 64, that's my boy. And look, I've done that. Okay, so look, this is what you do. When you find a girl you like, your only job is to make it happen. And when you do make it happen, you give it everything she's got or everything you've got. You give her everything you can give her. You know what I'm saying? And then she'll go tell her friends. She gonna go up to her friends and be like, girl, I don't know what happened. I've been hanging out with BlastphamousHD and I woke up. But see, look, what you want to do is this. When she go to sleep, you make her real comfortable. And when she falls asleep at your crib, you want to like get a bat, not a penis, but a bat, an actual bat, like a wooden one, and like start hitting her in places on her body. Start fucking her shit up, like bam, like make marks. You know what I'm saying? She gonna wake up next day and she gonna go to work and people gonna like ask her like what happened, and she gonna be like, I don't know what happened. I went to sleep over BlastphamousHD's houses, and he must be like he must be Steph Curry with it. I woke up with all these bruises. I don't even know what happened. Like I just, you know, like he is a freak. Like he just, you know, I'm gonna go back, but I just can't remember what happened because she, you know, the abuse, the domestic yo, W's in the chat, the face breaker, Brody. All right, man, thanks. I'm gonna shave it off. Then damn. Yo, I like that you're gonna shave it off, face breaker, Brody. Yeah, that's smart. Now shave it off, or you can leave it unshaved. It does not matter. What matters is that when you talk to a girl, you don't talk to her like I'm talking to you guys. You talk to her like this. You slow your pacing down, you lean back, and then you just tell her stuff. You know what I mean? You talk to her like this. Now with females, it doesn't matter what you say. It matters how you say it. You know what I mean? So if you talk to a girl like this, right? It doesn't matter what you say, right? You own it. You know what I mean? She with it. If you talk to her like this, you making sure your voice tonality is good and very white-esque and whatnot. You know what I mean? You like hella expressive with your, you know what I mean? With like your body language and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like when you talking to her, you touch her on the shoulder and then you take your hand off. Yo, W's in the chat for Jonathan the Gamer. He just super chatted 50 directly through the channel, directly through the tip jar. W's in the chat. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? You make sure you're real expressive. Your voice is deep when you talk to her. Like, you know what I mean? You can hear the vibrations in your own inside of you when you're talking to her. And you take a lot of time in between, you take a lot of pauses when you're talking to her as well. I don't want you guys out there talking to women like this. Hey, so I was talking to this one girl, and then so anyway, because if you talk too fast, you're gonna start chasing your words, and unless you're a commentator like me, to which case, you know what I mean, like that's just who I am. Yeah, I mean, I love talking, so you know what I mean. But you know what I mean. So when you're talking to girls, it is 90% how you talk to her, and not 90% and like 10% of what you say. Case in point. Hey, yo, what's up?
Hi, Maurice. How you doing, City?
Hey, what's up? I'm doing good.
What is good for you today? Because he picked me up like 6:30.
Yeah.
We'll be down. We'll be like 7:30, 7:45.
Yeah.
On the way, I want to pick up in the truck to supply a bit of aid.
Yeah.
Because the delivery is not coming this Saturday.
Yeah.
In the morning, I'm trying to go and get some Walmart stuff. It is open. The Walmart, trying to find out.
Yeah, that's good that you go to Walmart. I would say 7:15 is good for me. You know what I'm saying?
7:15, I'm not will be down. Like around 7:45.
Okay. 7:45 is good.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, 7:45, 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Like if you late, first round's on you.
Can we meet over there in the Dennis in Tahiti Village?
Yeah. You say it's in Tahiti Village, the Denny's?
Yeah. Tahiti Village have a Dennis, and we can sit down and talk. Because that's not far away to you.
Yeah.
That is on the way. If you not come, or if you have a driver, I can walk to my work.
Most definitely.
Okay?
Yeah. I like that you go to Walmart and get your stuff situated. I'll see you at 7:45 to 8 at the Denny's over in Tahiti Village. Make sure to text me the address of the Denny's.
You can look it up. I think so. 7,200 Las Vegas Boulevard.
All right, cool. I'll see you there.
Okay?
Cool.
Bye-bye, City.
All right, bye. Yeah. But yeah, you know what I mean? Doesn't really matter what you say, but as long as you're talking that voice tonality, then yeah. You know what I mean? But, so anyway, the caveat to this is, we're getting on the computer. You know what I'm saying? Yo, W's in the chat, the face breaker. Yo, don't know how you and Randy chill and whatnot. You know what I mean? Are you still friends? Let me see. Are you still friends? If not, what changed? Where the brother at? Like I said, you've been watching since 2015. Understandable, face breaker. All right, so first off, W's in the chat to face breaker, bruh. And after I tell you guys this really quick rendition of what went down and how things changed and, where we're at in different places and whatnot, then I'm going to jump on the computer and what we're going to be doing, Jonathan the Gamer super chat request. All right, so what happened was this. W's in the chat, the face breaker. He just super chatted 13 straight through the channel, bros. Appreciate you, Brody. Yo, all right, so look, face breaker. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? But I guess the way to hear most of it, or make sure to come to the stream later on, bros. You know what I'm saying? I like your energy, bro. You guys are locked in. All right, yo, W's in the chat also to Hardstyle. All right, so you said we did the deed while she was in the room, while she was in the other room, but she walked in on us, but she doesn't care. Yo, okay, so Hardstyle says, I hook up with this white chick, and she told her friend about me. They are best friends, but her friends was curious about me. So we did the deed while she was in the other room, but she walked in on us, but she doesn't care. That's awesome, Hardstyle. Okay, so I'm going to explain that to you. Hardstyle, what it is women like sluts. Women like guys that get girls. Women say they want good guys, but they bone the sluts. They date the sluts. They long distance. You know what I mean? Like, unless a woman is at a point in her life where she does want to settle down and she doesn't want to date anymore, to which case those girls aren't dating any slutty dudes. Those girls are staying with their husbands and their girlfriend, their husbands and their boyfriends, and they're faithful. But if a woman, if you know what I mean, like if a girl, if you're not dating her and you mess with one chick and her friends know about it, her friends are going to try you. For real, for real. Like you become a whole sampler platter out this mug. Like they're gonna take turns on you. Like literally, walk over to you, sit, and then get up. And then the next friend will come over, walk and sit. And it's like we gonna edit that out, bro. We gonna edit that out. Oh my God. Oh shit. That is W's in the chat, the face breaker. All right, you guys. I'm jumping on the live. Make sure to come through. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be playing hella Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? We're about to jump online and do the super chat requests. You know what I'm saying? For Jonathan the Gamer. All right, so now let me okay. I gotta tell you the story about Randy. Okay, so what happened with Randy was so Randy would only do videos when I paid him to do them before the videos were done. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I got mad love for Randy. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he did try to say some foolishness in the end or whatever, but at the end of the day, I still see him as a good person. We just, different seasons, different strokes for different folks. Now, what happened was this. Randy would, the reason why Randy did like 4 videos a day that one time for a month straight was because I made a bet with Randy. I bet Randy $1,000 that if he did 4 videos every day and didn't miss any days, then Andy did prank stuff with me, then I would give him $1,000. And he was like, word, 1,000? Hell yeah. That's what he did. Hey, been watching since 2013. Yo, appreciate that you've been watching since 2013, man. Much respect and love, Hardstyle, bros. Much respect and love. All right, so, I'm saying, homie said, homie would, I guess he did have a lot of stuff to do in his personal life. So homie did the 4 videos every single day, did 4 videos every single day. And when the month was up, he had 180,000 subscribers. And I told him, bro, now you got the sauce. Just keep doing the 4 videos every single day or live streaming for super duper large amounts of time every single day. And you got it because it's practice. Just keep doing it, right? And, but I wasn't going to give him another $1,000 for him to, do that for himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And when he made a ton of freaking money from doing his 4 videos and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, just do that and keep making what you're making, and there you go. And he was just like, he just stopped making videos. I think it's because the females that he lives with, they keep nagging him and talking smack to him. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure. So now that was that. There was no issue with that, right? But there was an issue with him. He kind of gave everyone in the house COVID. So at one point, Randy was the first person to catch COVID that I've ever seen in real life. Before Randy caught COVID, I didn't think COVID was real. I thought it was fake as shit, right? So we was in that big old mansion or whatever, the one with the golf course in the background and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Randy had his own room there. Randy lived with me rent-free for 7 years, bro. Probably around 8 or 10. It was a long time. Randy lived with me for free. And that was not an issue with me because he was always down to be in videos, you know what I'm saying? And he always seemed to have our best interest at hand, right? So with that being said, at one point when we're living in this big crib and whatnot, he's got his free room. Now tell me why later on I found out that he told people that he was in his apartment, that he told people he wasn't living with me. Type of 1 in the chat if Randy told people that he wasn't living with me, even when he was living with me. He said it was in his own apartment. Type of 2 in the chat if Randy never told people that he wasn't living with me. You know what I'm saying? He never told people that. You know what I'm saying? Because people were telling me, damn. Man, I didn't know that. I felt like it wasn't a big deal to me, even when I found out that he wasn't telling people that he was living with me in my house, that I was paying all of his bills pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, what the hell? Yo, what the hell? Oh, was that a call for me? It's time. What the fuck? Oh, was that? Oh, did I just do that? Did my phone really just do that to me? My phone really just did that to me. Yeah, my bad, y'all. All right. So, you know what I mean? My phone just butt dialed. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I can't stand that shit. My phone just dials somebody without me wanting that. All right, so Randy, he ended up so he didn't tell people he was living with me. He tried to make it seem like he was the one paying for all his own bills, and I never cared. I never asked him to tell people that. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got an idea, but I never asked him about it. I never called him about it, whatever. I never called him on it. So with that being said, he freaking well, I'm gonna tell you guys the rest of this story when we're online after we get done with the super chat request. So, you know what I mean? Stay tuned. I'm gonna be jumping online to play. Let's see. Ooh, let me see. I'm gonna see what type of, you know what I mean? We about to make the thumbnail. Oh my God. Bro, that is the thumbnail right there. Yo, Jonathan the Gamer. W's in the chat for Jonathan the Gamer. Appreciate you, brodies. You know what I'm saying? You still have the white Chrysler 300? No, I gave that back to the streets. Like, it was too much to fix. It wasn't even too much to fix that mug, but since I put so many hydraulics and so many different like gadgets on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was hard. Like, sometimes the starter didn't work because the electronics in it wouldn't, you know what I mean? There was so many electronics in it that it would malfunction and all of this other type of stuff. Do a reaction to One Piece, bro. Like, from episode 1 and on to the end. Yeah. But yeah, I gave that mug back to the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. Did not, it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it had been sitting for like 3 years. I hadn't driven it in 3 years, and it was grossly apparent that I wasn't going to drive it. So because I didn't drive it, if you don't drive your car for a year, then like the starter starts going out on it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I didn't really want it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So at a certain point, I just like gave that mug back. I was like, I traded it in for a different car. You know what I mean? For real. Let's see. All right, yo. So we're making the thumbnail right now, Jonathan the Gamer. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let me see. Hold on. So Randy, he started like, you know, so yeah, we just grew apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just ended up growing apart. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Randy's not a horrible person. You know, we just grew apart as a group. You know what I'm saying? Because he just started, you know, like, yeah, I mean, he gave everybody in the crib COVID, you know what I'm saying? And then when I started working out, and then he started trying to body shame me for working out, telling me that I was zesty for wanting to work out. And honestly, that's the thing that made me like not really want to work with him that much. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna disrespect my sexuality just because I like to be able to take my shirt off, like in my own house and at pools, and you know, and I want to be in shape, like, you know, that shouldn't. And I went to Randy and asked him to work out with me. I was like, yo, let's work out together. Let's get in shape. Let's, you know, I got you. You know what I mean? Like, let's do this. And he was just like, nah, man, that's not really my thing. And he was still living with me. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool that that's not really your thing. You know what I mean? But it's still my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's who I am. You know, I'm gonna work out. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, like, yo, I hope it goes good. So I was like, cool. So I started working out and I'm walking around my house with my shirt off in my house where I'm paying all my own bills at in my house. And he's just like, ew, man, what are you like? What are you like zesty now? What are you like what are you like? What's wrong with you, man? You know, why are you walking around your house with your shirt off? And I'm like, it's my house. I'm paying everything. What do you like? Hey, so type of one in the chat. If you think it's wrong, if you pay all your bills in the house and no one else is contributing, type of one in the chat. If you should only walk around your house with your shirt on. Type of two in the chat. If you should be able to walk around, if you should be able to set your house on fire with people in it, if you're paying all of the bills for that house. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? After a while, it was like, bro, like, you know what I mean? It was like living with, you know what I mean? Like he started heckling. I'm like, bro, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I like good energy. You know what I'm saying? I like go with the flow type of people. I like good energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? Plus, I'm paying all the bills here. You know what I'm saying? And if he would have told me he had COVID, I would have put him in a hotel. I would have put him in his own hotel room, you know, but he didn't tell us he had COVID and he gave it to everyone. And I know that he knew he had COVID because he called me and said, yo, I think I have COVID. I'm gonna, yeah, I think I have COVID. You know what I mean? Yo, W's in the chat. Will there be a possibility to have your stories into animation in the animation version? Understandable. If you guys are down to raise super chat for me to have them made, yeah, because it's 10 G's per 10 minutes. It's a G a minute for a low level good animator. It's like 2.5 or 3 for good animators. Like it's really expensive. So all my animations you guys see on my channel, I paid for those out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I paid for all of those out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like 20 G's per video was what I was spending on those. 20 G's a video. You know what I mean? And that's not fiscally responsible. You know what I'm saying? You said draw animation. That's possible. We could probably do something with AI. You know what I'm saying? Like type of one in the chat if you guys are down to help me figure out a way to put my BHD story times and have AI animations in the back of them. You know what I'm saying? We could do that. Type of two in the chat if that sounds like a whole lot of work and you're like, nah. Yo, all right, so Jonathan the Gamer, I got you coming up fresh. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we really starting this mug back up. You know what I'm saying? I got you, bros. We got you coming up fresh. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? You could use AI to avoid all the hassle. That's a good idea, Sauce Guy. I am down to use AI to avoid all the hassle. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. You know what I mean? Let me know if any of you guys are good enough at AI as you can take my old BHD story times, generate a story in the background and whatnot, so I can see the, you know what I mean? So I can see what it's going to look like. You know what I mean? But I'm down to do that. That'd be cool. Man. Yo, that's wild. That sucks that somebody did you wrong, face breaker. You know what I'm saying? I hope they do you back right. You know what I mean? Okay, hold on. Oh, you said where your question at? I got you. So, question. Oh, yo, W's in the chat for Facebreaker. He just super chatted another 15 bucks straight through the super chat, bro. Yo, much love and respect to Facebreaker, bro. He appreciate you. Boruto ain't shit. One Piece is the gang. Sorry, had to do it to him. I mean, I like them both, honestly. You know what I mean? I like both potatoes and tomatoes. You feel me? I like them both. You know what I mean? Boruto and Naruto, I love their fight scenes. I love the choreography. I love their animation. One Piece, like, I love their fight scenes too. Their choreography is like a 10 out of 10. Their animation is really freaking good. You know what I'm saying? This just means I have 2 different animes to watch the fight scenes of. I like them both. I don't watch the story for Boruto. You think I sit down and watch the story for Boruto? Type of 1 in the chat if you actually listen and watch for the stories of Boruto. Type of 2 in the chat if you only there for the fight scenes. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fight scene guy. You feel me? I watch them all. I watch every anime. If the fights are good, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about the story. I don't care. I don't know what's going on in Boruto. I'm just waiting for the next fights. I just want to see that the dude who transforms into the half devil with the red arm that like punches into stuff and rocks come out. I just want to see the end level of his transformation and him fight with that transformation. I want to see Boruto get to his end level of his transformation. I want to see Kasaki or Wazaki, I forgot his name. Definitely one of them. Hardstyle. Yo, do you have a top 3 favorite strip clubs in Vegas to go to? I kind of don't. I haven't been to enough strip clubs, guys. I know. I'm messing up. Guys. I haven't been to a lot of strip clubs. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I haven't been to a lot. I'm going to keep it real. I haven't been to, but I have been to a couple with friends. So let me see. My favorite strip club to go to with friends. Hey, One Piece has W's in the chat, the face breaker. He just super chatted 13 bucks straight through the channel. Yo, W's in the chat, the hard style. He just super chatted 5 straight through the channel, Brody. W's in the chat, bros. Yo, so if I have to choose, I would have to choose from 3 strip clubs I've been to, but I've only been to these strip clubs like once, literally. Each one, whenever I go to a strip club, I just don't go to a strip club for like 7 years. And then I go to another one and then never go again for another 7 years. But I would say Palomino's, it's hard for you to number them because they're all in different places. Okay, so let's see. Number 1, I would say would be Spearmint Rhinos. I'm just going to guess. Spearmint Rhinos would be number 1. Palominos would be number 2. And number 3 would be Chicas Bonitas. That's how few strip clubs I've been to. I can only name 3. Yep. Can only name 3 that I've been to. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat, the face breaker. He just super chatted another 13 straight through the channel, brodies. W's. One Piece has amazing fight scenes. Yo, I can only imagine what your favorite fight scene from One Piece is. Mine, you know what I'm saying? But the story gives you depression of the amazing fight scenes. I didn't listen to the story. I only know the fight scenes. My favorite fight scene is when Luffy first gets Gear 5 and he fights that big ass dragon dude. Don't even know his name. Have just seen the fight scenes. All right, you guys. So we're jumping back on the computer. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to Jonathan and Gamer. Appreciate you for your patience, bro. Much respect and love to you and your peoples, brodies. You know what I'm saying? That is Little Darlings. Is it? Does Little Darlings have midgets? Because I've heard that. I just never confirmed. Is there midgets in Little Darlings? And if there are they half off? You know what I'm saying? Like, do they do something strange for a little piece of change? Like just a smidgen of change, just a small amount of it, about half the regular amount, not because that's the size they are, but because, you know what I mean? We got kids and we can't be just running it all, just can't just give it all to the strippers. We can't be Boogie 2988 guys, okay? We are not allowed to Boogie 2988. Okay, he just gives all of his money to strippers. We refuse to do that. Okay, we're too black, way too black to just run it all to strippers. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Jonathan Gamer, we got the title for the stream. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Okay, so I know what game we gonna play. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see. They have midget wrestling. They do have midget. They have midget wrestling at the. They free on Monday. Word. Hard style. Do you live in Vegas? You know what I'm saying? Yep. Yo, that's what's up. Yo, W's in the chat to Facebreaker. W's in the chat to Facebreaker. He just super chatted another 13 straight through the super chat, bros. Brother, you said you was a thriller bark. Now you on gear 5. Bruh, you got spoiled. Yeah. Yeah, man. I got really spoiled when it came to anime, especially when it comes to Demon Slayer. Because the entertainment arc, you know, when they fought that praying mantis zombie looking dude, when he was fighting against that dude with the nunchucks with the swords at the end of it. Oh my God, bro. Those fight scenes give me goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned, but my favorite fight scene of all of Demon Slayer is the Fire Hashira versus that the number 3, I think he was. The dude who was just nothing but fists. Nothing but fists, bro. Straight fists. Straight hands, bro. Homie was straight hands. But yo, if you guys want to super chat directly to your boy, there's a link off up in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? It leads directly to the tip jar. You know what I'm saying? Which goes directly to your boy. I haven't experienced Vegas nightlife. Yo, hard style. If you live out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could take you out probably. You know what I'm saying? It would be better if we had a bigger group of people. You know what I'm saying? I have some other, nah. I got some female friends out here that are down to go out and hang out with us already. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know some female friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're down to go kick it and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like the, yeah. You know what I mean? As long as you got good energy and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could kick it in Vegas in person. I love kicking it with my viewers and subscribers, man. Y'all always be mad, respectful, and loving in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Whenever I run into y'all always do nothing but be real cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've run into a couple of people that tried to be not cool when they met up with me, but then they just got peed on verbally, you know what I'm saying? And then after a while, they decided, like, you know what, I'm just going to, like, being nice to this guy is the way it works. You know what I'm saying? To which case, we become real cool friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Can I come with? All of you guys can come with. Everyone that is here in this live can do a Vegas nightlife meetup. Look, we're going to do a Vegas club crawl. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a paid Vegas club crawl. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's for free, then, you know, I'm going, you know what I mean? If I like set up the whole thing and take you guys to a bunch of different clubs, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I mean? And I'm bored, I'm bored and whatnot, then, you know, it'll be a lot more fun if, you know what I mean? If it's not for free. If it's for free, I will leave at the drop of a hat. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not for free, then I'll stay and I'll kick it. You know what I'm saying? Free stuff never goes good, really. And I'll tell you guys a story about that. One of my viewers hit me up and he was like, yo, I'm at the Scarier concert. Like, let's meet up and hang out. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, let's hang out. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to meet up. We'll meet up. We'll hang out. We'll have a good time. You know, I'll meet you guys up for food. He was like, yeah, we're going to meet up for food. I was like, all right, cool. As long as you guys are down to pay for my dinner. And he was like, fuck no, I ain't paying for your dinner, nigga. Ew. You got money? Ew. Hell no. And that's when I knew he was a heckler. That's when I knew. If I would have showed up, he would have just been disrespectful the entire time. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to bring his mom with him. And you know what I mean? Like, and we would have had a good time and stuff. But like I said, if I would have just showed up and I would have just showed up for free, he would have been disrespectful the whole time. So that's why I only really go if, you know what I mean, if I'm bought dinner or, you know what I mean, if it's a paid event, you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, you know what I mean, like if I show up for free and, you know what I mean, and like the people that I show up with is talking crap, then I'll stay because, you know, I'm there to do a job. You know what I'm saying? I'm there to make sure they have a good experience. You know what I'm saying? But if I show up for free and somebody talking smack, they might just get robbed. I might just decide that this is the person that I'm going to rob in front of everybody else so that they know that not to do what this guy did. You know what I mean? Type of 1 in the chat if that makes a lot of sense. Type of 2 in the chat if that doesn't make any sense. And you should just do everything for free regardless of how much work it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm being as transparent as I possibly can be. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I'm just being transparent, man. You know what I'm saying? If I show up, if I go to do stand up on stage at a club and it's for free and I'm not getting paid for it, I'm gonna go on stage. If a dude throws some shit, I'm gonna fight him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or at least I'll offer him the fade. You know what I'm saying? And I don't wanna offer him. But if I'm already like, you know what I'm saying? I'm already working to be there and whatnot, and I'm there working and I'm entertaining for free and whatnot. You know what I mean? People gonna start talking crap. He might have a really nice watch. You know what I'm saying? So you guys understand. That's understandable. You guys understand. All right, so type of 1 in the chat, you know what I'm saying? If you guys want to do a paid nightlife tour with your boy, a club crawl, where we just go to different clubs and I dance and be lit and I'll bring y'all girls. I'll literally go get girls and bring them to you. Like literally. Bro, so look, the way having me with you in a club is a cheat code to dating. It's a cheat code, bro. It is. It's a cheat code. It is. I'll give you guys an example. A couple weeks ago, matter of fact, I'm gonna hit my homeboy up, Jay. He was at the club with me last time we went, and because I was there, I can't say it was 1,000,000% because I was there, but since I was there, yo, W's in the chat, the face breaker, bros. Brother, you alone at home because some shadow of a chick just switched by. Oh, hell no. What was the shadow the shape of? Was it a woman or a guy? Female ghosts can be irrational, but at least they have vaginas. I mean, not that humping up a ghost would be a viable dating strategy. You know, we're gonna edit that out. We're gonna edit that out, guys. Yeah, I'm saying. All right, so guys, this is why going to the club with me is a cheat code. Because any guy that sees you with girls is going to try to disrespect you, to take you off your high horse, because he sees you as you having girls. Now, if you have a girl with you, that immediately makes you handsome, right? Now, the beautiful thing about being handsome is girls like girls that girls are already after, right? So you get a bunch of girls. But that means that every dude in there that doesn't have a girl or is getting treated badly by the girl he likes, is going to disrespect you. Now, if I'm there, instead of disrespecting you, they're going to try to disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be seen as the dude that is the leader of the group. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be making sure everyone's having a good time. I'll be out there dancing and talking to girls and stuff. So they're going to see me as the leader of our group. So they're going to try to fight and or disrespect me. Trust me. Now, what really sucks is if you're there by yourself, guys, he's going to try to fight you. And if you don't give the good response, if you don't give the good response on his offering you the fade, you lose your woman. Real talk. Now, luckily enough for you, since I'm there, he gonna offer me the fade, and I'm gonna give him the good response, baby. I always give the good response, so you ain't gonna lose your chick. Case in point, I was hanging out with some friends of mine a couple weeks ago. Jonathan the Gamer, I appreciate you for your patience, bro. Much love and respect. My bad. My computer did what it does sometimes, about 4 times. So, you know what I mean? We back up on it, though. I'm back to creating the thumbnail, all that stuff again. Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. So, with that being said, You know what I'm saying? I was at the club with some friends of mine and whatnot about a couple weeks ago. And while we were there, after the club, we decided to go get some food at a Mexican restaurant. W's in the chat, the face breaker. Yo, we just super chatted another 13 euros straight through the channel, Brody. Yo, brother, I was not joking. Yo, there is some shit going on in your home. Like what? You gotta, what did it look like? You know what I'm saying? That's wild that some shit's going on in my home. Damn. Face breaker, what, like, was the ghost bad? Is my blinds moving? Damn. Yo, man, I'm locked in with Ghost Breaker, a face breaker too. So I believe him. I definitely believe and trust that something's going on, man. That's wild. Ah, damn. Something moves, just let me know, or send me the clip on YouTube, or like, yeah, get the clip and then send that mug to me. It's a ghost investigation stream, bruh. If I was a real ghost investigator, the first question I'd ask is, can you freestyle? Can you freestyle? Do you listen to Sexy Red? Get it sexy. Get it sexy. Get it sexy. No? Ghosts must not like to talk. But anyway, bro, that's my favorite Sexy Red song, bro. Y'all might not know this, but I love that song. Like, I'm in the club. I like dancing to nothing but slutty music, bro. All whole music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get it sexy. Get it. Like, nigga, bro, that's my shit. There was a shadow, bro. Can't clip in homes. Can't clip in homes. Understandable. I really appreciate you for letting me know when you see anything strange in my crib. You know what I'm saying? That way I can clip it. Because if I know the exact minutes, I can clip 5 minutes at a time. So let me know and we'll clip it and I'll watch it on YouTube. So I was telling you guys a story before I stopped telling you guys a story. What was that story? I was telling you guys something. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So we at the club and we go to this Mexican restaurant after me and my homeboy are done. After me and my homeboy and his girl are done like dancing at the club, right? So we're at this taco truck, right? This food taco truck. We getting tacos. It's after the club. We getting tacos, you know what I'm saying? And while we at the taco truck, you know what I'm saying? God's plan. Ghost, what is God? The ghost knows God's plan. That's wild. So we getting food at the taco truck, and while we getting food at the taco truck, we get our food, we go stand at the table, and we're eating our food. And as we're eating our food, these 5 ratchet gangbanger black dudes walk up. And one of the guys literally walks up to the homie's girl and just presses his face against hers. Like, hey, you know, where you from? What's up? And the girl, she looked at her boyfriend in order for help. And her boyfriend didn't help her. He didn't say anything. He only stood there and smiled like, yeah, like that uncomfortable smile, like, you know what I mean? He ain't say nothing. He ain't even put up a fight. Bro. So I'm conversating with the homie and this girl. I got my girl there with me. We on some, you know what I mean? We kicking it. You know what I mean? Them kicking it, we kicking it. We all kicking it together. Tell me why. You know what I mean? So homie keeps pressing the dude's female right in front of him. He's less than 6 inches away from this guy. And the boyfriend, the white guy who's the boyfriend, the white boyfriend won't say or won't even look at the guy. He just doesn't exist, right? He's scared. So with that being said, I look at the black dude and I say in my man voice, I'm like, hey, yo, bro, we chilling, man. We ain't even doing none of that, bro. Have a nice night, bro. You know what I'm saying? We chilling right now, bro. Have a nice night, bro. I tell him that. Basically telling this dude, if you keep on pressing this chick who's looking uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're gonna have to deal with me. So the dude looks at me and he's like, oh man, my bad. I ain't even mean to disrespect you, OG. Y'all have a nice night. And then he just walks off. Like, it be like that. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? I don't care about that. All right, so scary game. Scary underwater game. Ooh. Scariest multiplayer game. All right, so we getting the title ready right now, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But yo, W's in the chat, the face breaker. W's in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There is some shit going on in your home. Yeah, man, it be like that sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's see. Scariest multiplayer game. Okay. Scary multiplayer. All right, y'all, give me a second, Brody. Multiplayer. Oh. What? All right, y'all. So, yeah. So, right now, we're making the title. You know what I'm saying? We're checking it twice. You know what I mean? Did he do it? He didn't do sex trafficking. Like, you know what I mean? It's grossly apparent that Cassie was lying on Diddy about sex trafficking her and forcing her to suck stuff and sit on stuff. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, with that being said, bro, I'm glad that Diddy didn't get, like, sent to prison for stuff he didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's a way higher chance that when some female tries to lie on me about some goofy shit, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Baby girl gonna be extra mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna resort back to, you know what I mean, Diddy versus Cassie. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's literally stuff you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever one of these type of cases happen and the chick gets found out that the chick was lying, you can refer back to these cases and like use those to make sure that chicks can't lie on you in the future. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But always keep your receipts, guys. And never ghost a girl that knows where you live at, because she'll just lie on you. I had that happen to me recently, actually. You know what I'm saying? I ghosted this one chick, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't even do nothing. We ain't even like, you know what I'm saying? We was just cuddling, you know what I'm saying? We was just cuddling and kicking it. Ain't nothing go dirty, you know what I'm saying? And baby girl was like, oh, you know, like, you know what I mean? Because I didn't go all the way with her. Did you guys, bro, I'm going to tell you guys something wild, man. This is something you guys might not know. You can get a female to put an allegation on you if you don't go all the way with her. Like, if you only go halfway with her and then stop and then let her go home and then never talk to her anymore because it didn't go all the way, she'll take that as a rejection and she'll put allegations on you. So you pretty much have to give it up, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta run it. You know, you gotta hit her with the 3 seconds in the apology. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give her the 2 seconds in the apology. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And not even a good apology either. Like, you know what I mean? Just, you know, my bad. Like, I don't even know why that happened. That scariest underwater game. Okay, cool. So we just got the tags, the titles, and the thumbnail. Okay, so now I gotta make a thumbnail. I'm gonna make a thumbnail out of the video that you sent me, Jonathan the Gamer. Yo. All right, you guys. I mean, you know, it doesn't make a woman a bad person if she does that. You guys have to understand that when a woman comes to your house and, you know, if a woman comes to your house alone, she's down. She's down to, you know, snoo. With that being said, if she comes to your house and you only do half the work that it takes to get her all the way there, then she will feel separation anxiety from like not going all the way with you and then blame it on you. And then in order for herself not to feel like a slut for getting only halfway there with you, she will just blame it all on you and then say you did something that it wasn't, you know, it wasn't all, she had no part of it. But it's a woman, it's a female saving herself from feeling like she's loose. You know what I mean? Like she's, slutty or horny, which I love horny women. I don't understand why anyone would ever shame a horny woman. But then again, I do understand why people shame horny women because, I'm not going to say why. No, I'm not going to say why. I know why. I'm just not going to say why. No, not true. No. LMFAO. Oh my God. This is how men think. Yeah, because it's the truth. This literally has happened to me like a lot of times. A lot of times. I can literally tell you the stories. I can literally recant a lot of the stories of women doing this to me. And it's just what they do when you don't, when you don't take a woman all the way, when you don't make that connection with a female that wants to make that connection with you, she gets mad. And, I had a woman hit me back and tell me that it wasn't consensual when we did snoo in the hotel room at the Bellagio because, she didn't remember saying yes. When she took all her own clothes off. Type of 1 in the chat if when you take your own clothes off and you sit on it, that's a yes. Type of 2 in the chat if when you take all your clothes off and you do it, even though she took all her own clothes off, that wasn't consensual. Just because she sat on it after taking all her own clothes off doesn't mean she consented. So type of 2 in the chat if just because she got buck naked and sat on it and then watched me get buck naked, then she sat on it, it wasn't consensual. Type of 2 in the chat if her taking off her clothes and sitting on your boy was the consent. And then the chick will still come in here and be like, what? No, that's not the truth. No, we aren't like that. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 like nigga. See, look, SJ and look, SG is still in here trying to scream no means no. Like, it wasn't consensual. This is women. She's doing it. This is, she's doing it right now. And then later on, she'll try to say, I'm a monster for not taking her, for not believing her no, even though her no was her getting buck naked and then getting me ready. Yeah, like going through all the steps. Then watching me get buck naked. Then she went and took a shower and everything, bro, right in front of me. Oh, took a shower. She even shaved the landing strip into the pub. You know what I'm saying? Everything. She did everything. But because after we messed around, like I wouldn't be her boyfriend, she got mad. And at the time, I didn't know what to say to properly, I didn't know what to properly say for that situation. So I said the wrong thing, which is my bad. That's my fault. I said the wrong thing to her after she asked me to be her boyfriend after we messed around. But I would have been down. I would have been down to be her boyfriend. But she told me, she told me a whole bunch of stuff about her messing with other dudes. Or she told me her and her friends would have meat sucking parties and invite dudes to them, invite popular dudes, and then would suck their meats at the parties. And I was like, I'm not going to be the boyfriend of a girl who's having meat sucking parties unless I'm the meat sucking party, bitch. Like, yeah, no wife material around, bro. They all on Instagram, Snapchat, like, bruh, for real. Yeah, these chicks got to be normal, face breaker. Yo, W's in the chat to face breaker just sit 13 straight through the channel, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Choose the right women. Yeah, so men, and this is why it is fruitless to ever argue with a woman, because if you ever win an argument with a woman and prove her wrong, she will just resort to shaming you. Oh, choose the right women, and oh, you're not around women, and oh man, you don't love your sister, you don't care about women since you won't, fall for their bullshit, like you just sound like the wrong, yeah, but that's understandable, SG. Yeah, you do, SG. Yeah, you do. You do live that lifestyle. You do, but you say you don't. To not be slut shamed in public. That's understandable. It's cool. It's completely cool. Like, it's cool. Yo, so SG, where are you from? You know what I'm saying? Like, where you from? Vegas. In Vegas, you get a variety types of women. If a massage parlor could be a better option. No, it's not. No, it's not. So peep game, right? You know what I mean? I met this woman at a skating rink, right? Well, not at a skating rink. I met this like a long time ago. I met this one chick on a dating website, right? Met this one chick on a dating website, and when we met up, after we messed around, she asked me for $1,500. Like, now some people would say, you know, I met this chick the right way, you know, talked to her for a long time, you know, took her out to get food, you know, and when it led to where it led to, she wanted money. Like, you know what I mean? Good. So it's really, really funny. Oh my goodness. Good. Understandable. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really funny. Like people will think that, okay, so look, type of one in the chat. If you know women that go to church every day, but they still doing stuff on the low, like they got a boyfriend and they're still not good, like they're still doing nasty stuff on the side, stuff they shouldn't be doing. Type of two in the chat. If none of the women who are in church praising the Lord all day are doing dirty stuff behind with the deacon and the bishop and the pastor and like, yeah. So SG, if the right women are not in church, where are they, SG? Where are they at? Where are they at? I had an ex that was in church 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, and she had like 4 boyfriends on the side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga. You know what I mean? But this is, you know what I mean? Like, some females, when you run into, sometimes when you run into a chick, a good amount of chicks, man, their whole thing is just to try to confuse dudes as hard as possible. So be careful, man. If a female is saying some shit and it doesn't sound like it makes sense, that's because the shit don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to gaslight you into believing her goofy shit. You know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, 9 times out of 10, females are freaking awesome. I love them. You know what I'm saying? They have great freaking energy. You know what I mean? Just not enough, you know. I just haven't found the right one that I want to marry. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So SG, I'm pretty sure you're a good female and everything. Hey, W's in the chat for Jeremy Huskins. Yo, W's in the chat. Yo. Oh, word. Yeah. Hey, yo, don't disrespect my peoples, bro. If any of you guys, look, feel free to disrespect me all you want. Okay, I understand it's not working as good as you hope disrespecting me would. So you guys are trying to disrespect my supporters. Doing that, I've let my mods know to ban you forever. Not for 10, 20 seconds or a minute or 5 minutes like I've told him to do to the weirdos in the chat. He ban you forever. Feel free. Go for it. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Go ahead and go for it, guys. Feel free. You could, like I said, you can say anything you like to me, but if you guys are going to disrespect my supporters, then my mods have been notified, block you indefinitely from the channel. You know what I'm saying? Please go for it. Feel free. You know what I mean? That's awesome that you guys have never disrespect me, man. You guys are awesome. Much love to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Hey, you guys have great energy, man. Yo, hope you guys had a productive day today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, look, Jonathan the Gamer is correct. If you guys would want a Lamar Jackson edit or any of that is 50 in Super Chat directly to my tip jar and or directly through the channel. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So let's see. So we got the thumbnail. Okay, so I got to make the thumbnail. All right, so making a thumbnail is very simple. I'm going to teach you guys some YouTube stuff. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to make a thumbnail? Turn that off. You guys want to make a real quick thumbnail? Well, this is a really quick way to do it. Let's see. All right, so find a really good video. This video that Jonathan the Gamer sent me is perfect. This is the thumbnail. And how? Of course. Let's see. All right. It wouldn't show it. Okay. Let me see. Boom. Put in a search. Word? Really? That's really wild. Oh. That is apparently not a good title. Let me see. Oh my God, that looks scary as crap. And I can't stand this human being. Like, there is a human being that, like, he is supposedly some sort of like a pickup artist or something. I can, oh God, you're a good YouTuber. Hey, appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? How do you make a thumbnail for streaming before you start? I got you, Aubrey. All right, so peep game. I'll show you guys real quick. So let's see. First, you want to find a video. All right, so perfect. So for this, I go to my Discord and I go to Jonathan the Gamer because he always has really good options for thumbnails. And we get the video. Boom. So we get the link from the video. Then we go on to Google. I'm gonna show you guys directly where to get it from instead of just, doing it in front of you. All right, so we go to Google and we type in download thumbnail from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So then you type in the first search results. Boom. You know what I'm saying? My bad, y'all. We back. All right, so these are the thumbnails that came up. Grab one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, so yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had females literally, like, take all their clothes off and, like, sit on your boy and then be like, I don't remember saying yes. Oh, God, I don't remember saying yes. I don't remember saying yes. I'm like, yo, and the one chick that took off her own clothes and shaved the land, she has the nerve to tell me I don't remember saying yes. I drank too much. I was far too drunk off the drinks we had that night. The drinks in question was half of Mike's Hard Lemonade. Half. I remember it because I'm the one that bought the Mike's Hard Lemonades. It was half of Mike's Hard Lemonade. Mike's Hard Lemonade is like the Capri Sun of liquor. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Go-Gurt of alcohol, bruh. Man. For real, for real. That's just wild. Bro, why do you and Autumn break up? I don't know who Autumn is. I don't know who Autumn is, dudes. I just don't even know. W's in the chat to Jeremy Huskins. All right, y'all. So now that the thumbnail is downloaded, we've downloaded it off of the free website that we didn't need to go and get a bunch of stuff for. Now we're going to open up our free thingy thing called GIMP or Photoshop. I use GIMP because that's what I started off of. So, you know what I mean? So now that we got GIMP starting up, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start doing these little tutorials in the morning on how to make thumbnails and whatnot for all of you guys that want to, you know what I'm saying, make thumbnails and whatnot. They say, I don't remember saying yes when you don't pay their bills in car. Yes, CD. Oh my God. I thought that was just me that happened to. Type of 1 in the chat if when you do snoo with a female, you know, if you don't pay her bills, it's a good chance she'll accuse you of an allegation. Type of 2 in the chat if women don't do that. Women don't do that. Like, women would never be dishonest about the consent just because she didn't get your PayPal or your money. Oh my God, you guys are teaching me more than the internet is. Bro, I really was out here believing. Bro, you guys just helped me out a lot, man. Because I really, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it'd be hard to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I'd be thinking about females like, oh man, you know, like, so, yeah. So pretty much, if a female says something like that about a dude, about that, like, yeah, that makes sense. You guys already know they're lying. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad you guys told me. Because I thought y'all was believing the shit that females would say. I really thought that people was out here believing the foolishness that females was saying about people. You know what I'm saying? But lo and behold, all you guys already know. Yeah, man, if you pipe a chick and then you don't give her $1,000 for her bills, then she's just gonna try to hold your reputation hostage by telling people that she didn't say yes. So that's just what we as men. But that's something we men are comfortable with, because at least we dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, bruh, dude, that should be wild. Don't pay a chick's bills, she try to ruin your whole everything. You know what I mean? But you know, it's what comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm hella chills, bro. Yo, what's up, Symmetry? What's up, Alexis? Yo, type of 1 in the chat if you guys can hear everything we're saying. Type of 2 in the chat if you can't hear shit. Man, alright, so now we are making the thumbnail bigger. Since the original picture was too small, it only came back in 640 by 480, but I really like this picture that Jonathan the Gamer sent me, so I'm gonna make it big anyway. I don't even care. It's gonna, you know what I mean? It'll like, you know what I mean? You just want to make sure to get the edges, you know what I'm saying? Get the edges, and then press enter, boom. You know what I'm saying? That's the beginning of your thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Now, what we do now is we go and we find, we go and we get a thumbnail. We go and we get a picture of me. I have a picture that I always really like. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Grim Dude? Yo, what's up, Chai? What's up, Chai? What's up, Jonathan the Gamer? Yo, what's up, Wolf? Yo, at least you honest, Aubrey. Yeah, like I would never condemn a female or, you know, bring it up in a female's presence. You know, that I don't, you know, that, you know, females be doing the stuff they do. I only say it in front of you guys because you guys want to hear all of my stories. You guys want to hear all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I tend to not even say any of this stuff around females. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But also, understand this, guys. You know, if you're going to be out there dating, all right, and this is only if you're in the dating market. If you're out there dating, understand this. Women are all going to say they're different. No woman is going to ever admit that most women, you know what I mean, that a lot of chicks are kind of the same. You know what I'm saying? The way that they act and their beliefs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Women will never admit to that, never ask them to, never bring it up, never go through their phone, never ask to see their phone, never ask where she's going, never ask where she's been, never ask if she's had a boyfriend before. If she mentions her boyfriend, change the subject. You know what I'm saying? Don't watch slow movies with them. Don't freaking, you know, talk about your problems. Don't complain with women. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to date effectively, these are the things that you need to implement into how you conversate with chicks in order to have the, you know, in order to put your best foot forward so that you can get a girlfriend. If you do all of these things, you'll have a girlfriend. As long as you do as long as you do all of these 3 things, well, all the things I'm telling you about. And then you make sure to, like be around women a lot, like go out a whole bunch, you know, like go to bars and stuff like that. You will have a girlfriend within 3 weeks, 4 weeks, regardless of what you look like. As long as you get good at like not acting feminine around women and stuff, not arguing with women. You know what I mean? Never argue with a chick. You know what I'm saying? It's literally a shit test. And if you fall for a shit test, she will give you a lot of shit. That's why a shit test is called a shit test. If you let a woman like make you really angry for no reason and you know it's just bullshit, then she will lose respect and then she'll start acting very testy. This can be cured, but you know, I know how to cure it. Ask me, I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? I do know how to cure a woman who's really mad at you and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, there's a couple of different ways. I'll give you guys one way. You know what I'm saying? Just a quick one, right? Never try to change a woman's mind, change her mood. So if a woman's pissed off, if she's arguing with you, do not argue with her. Do not engage. Do not raise your voice higher than hers. If she's yelling at you, you ain't shit. Don't yell back at her, hey, fuck you, I am not, you don't talk to me like that. Don't do that. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? All it leads to is the police. You know what I'm saying? Or even worse. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to me. I like, I grew up fighting a lot, right? So I kind of grew up, loving the sport of fighting. You know what I'm saying? If you're a guy, dude, you know what I mean? Like, it's really fruitless to argue with females, bro. Because at a certain level of the argument, what y'all gonna do? Fight? That's why you can argue with dudes if you want. Even then, it's fruitless. Don't even argue with men. But the reason why I say arguing with men is better is because if they take it to a really fucked up place, you can always fight that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't never fight a female no matter where she takes it. So at a certain point in the argument, she's just gonna start slinging mud. What you gonna do? Sling mud back? Now y'all both covered in shit. Now you're both covered in the doo-doo. It don't work. You know what I'm saying? What you do is, if you ever want to, if a woman's ever talking about something you don't like, or she's arguing with you about something you don't like, you know what you do? You do this. This is exactly what you do. You either tell her, you could tell her what I tell her, but I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You gotta be a certain type of person to tell a female what I'm gonna tell y'all to tell her if a female try to argue with her. Don't block. You never block it. Don't block. Don't block a woman that argues with you. You don't change a woman's mind, you change her mood, right? So females are mood creatures. So what you do is you do this. You turn on a song that you know she likes, but you don't tell her you're turning on the song to change her mood. You fuck up the whole vibe, right? You got to put the song on and then keep talking to her and then talk to her about something else. And then she'll be happy again. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You got to do something like, or if you notice that, you know what I mean, baby girl is like getting mad at you or some bullshit. Or another way you can stop from arguing with a woman if the argument is already bad is by agreeing with her and changing the subject once she's not pissed no more. You know what I'm saying? A female's like, no, men are the worst in the world. Women are nothing but good and they don't do nothing mischievous and wrong or have entanglements or none of that. You know, Jada Pinkett is a saint. Everyone should listen to Jada Pinkett. You have to look that woman dead in the face. And this is probably why I'm not married, because I hate lying to women. You know what I'm saying? You got to look her dead in the face and tell her. That makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Jada Pinkett isn't a bad woman. Will Smith is pretty weird. Hey, yo, so I've been thinking, what you trying to eat tonight? You know what I'm saying? Like, look, damn, what you trying to eat? Look, our choices are Chick-fil-A, Burger King, and Dave & Buster's, the arcade with the great eatery up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's either 1, 2, or 3. And, like, you only got, like, 30 seconds to choose. Otherwise, I'm going to order food and you ain't getting none. You just changed her whole mood. And she's not arguing or mad or yelling or any of that. Now she's thinking about food. You know what I'm saying? If she's arguing with you, agree and then change the subject calmly. Very calmly. If you raise your voice, she's going to raise her voice too. You don't want that. All right, so this is the thumbnail we made, guys. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thumbnail that we got popping for Jonathan the Gamer Super Chat request. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat for Jonathan the Gamer. We up in this mug. Appreciate your patience, bro. Much love and respect to you and yours, homie. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we about to render this mug out. You know what I'm saying? So I just now taught you guys how not to go to jail for domestic violence when even though you more than likely didn't have shit to do with any of it. Because arguing with the woman is a DV charge in 2025. Arguing with the woman is a DV charge. How many videos? Type of one in the chat if you've ever seen a video online where a guy is recording a woman who's on the phone lying on him to the police right then. He's beating me right now. Help. He won't let me leave. And the guy's recording her. Yo, I'm not doing none of that. I'm recording for my own safety. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Type of two in the chat if you've never seen one of those type of videos. You know what I'm saying? I just saved you guys 5 years in prison, bro. Oh man, bro, for real, bro. So you gotta be careful when you do. You can't be letting females gaslight you. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, we call that letting a female trick you out of position. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Let a female play you out of position, bro. And the way you let a female play you out your position is letting her piss you off, especially about some goofy shit that don't even matter. know what I'm saying? Don't argue with women online either. It don't work. She's just gonna drag you down to her level and beat you with experience. You know what I mean? Think of it this way. How many men do you think she's accused of shit she know they ain't do? She's good at it. She's trained. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with dudes. If there's a dude out there accusing people of shit that they ain't do, he's done it before. He's good at it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So don't fall for the okie doke, you know what I'm saying? So basically, always film them when they tripping. If she calls the police, film her. If she calls the police, film her. If she's just regularly tripping, don't film her. That'll piss her off more. That'll make her start throwing stuff. You know what I'm saying? But what I do is if a woman ever comes over my house, okay, so this is what you do if a woman comes over your house tripping and trying to break your shit and start a fight with you. When she comes over, right, and I have to do this, you know what I'm saying? Female will come over, what I want you to do is you tell her, what, I really like that you have, I really, really like that you're not super argumentative and, you know, all the other stuff. But you know what, hey, you know what I mean? I don't really like the way the energy is going today. I don't really like the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? We could kick it like, I actually have to go help my friend move. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, I'm about to grab you an Uber. You know what I'm saying? And we could just kick it next week. Just text me, let me know your availability, and we'll kick it in like a week or something. We'll kick it a little bit later. And then you set it, to kick it with her like, you know, like way later. You know what I'm saying? Don't kick it with her right then because she's already, because she's already on that other shit. Yo, 50 what? Yo, 50, like we have Blasphemous Vegas Club. Tour happened. Bro, for real. Vegas. Yo, so type of 1 in the chat if you live in Vegas. Type of 2 in the chat if you don't live in Vegas. You know what I mean? But yo, you know what I'm saying? If you guys gonna be out there dating and stuff, W's in the chat, the hard style, brodies. You know what I mean? W's in the chat, the hard style. My bad, Joe, we starting up the stream. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat, man. Yo, that's what's up, Mac. I did not know you lived in Vegas. What's up, hard style? That's awesome. East Side. That's what's up. Yo, what's up, Nova Mike? Coming on vacation. That's what's up, Pawn Wolf. You know what I mean? All right, y'all, let's see. Okay, so we are putting up the thumbnail. You know what I mean? Okay, boom. Update title, boom. Update thumbnail. All right, so me, I like to use Restream. You know what I'm saying? To stream on multiple different channels. You know what I'm saying? So click this button right here, replace. Boom, brand new thumbnail I just made. Boom, that's the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? My face on the side, scary stuff on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we already got the title. We already got the, oh, shit. Uh-oh. What? Mess around and press the wrong button out this mug. In the good way, though. Nothing bad. Scariest underwater videos. Oh, my God. The scariest underwater videos, period. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat, the hard style, Brody. All right, y'all. Today, we're reacting to the scariest underwater videos, period. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm about to start this stream up. Make sure to come through, check it out. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan the Gamer, much love and respect for your patience, Brodies. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start the stream up. Make sure to come through and jump on that mug. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already see the thumbnail. I'm about this mug. You know what I'm saying? Twisms. Great freaking stream. But we're going to continue the Super Chat milestone over on the main channel. You know what I'm saying? Over on YouTube. All right, so boom. So, today, yeah. All right, y'all. We up in this mug. I'll see you guys over there. We're going to continue the rest of the Super Chat milestone. We've been going for 3 hours, and we've got 3 hours left. You know what I'm saying? So, join me over on my main channel for a 3 hours so far long Super Chat story time, scary game, and scary video subathon. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you guys there. Make sure to bring your, better not bring your kids. We gonna edit that out.